And if you don't like my politics, don't buy my book. Don't read them. And if you don't like my politics, don't buy my book. Don't read them. Girls read comics. Girls have always read comics. Problem solved. White boys, comic book reader. Don't buy my book. Don't buy my book. I literally can't even think. We can have a little conference on that. Would you please get your politics out of my comic books? Don't read them. What comic books are you reading? What comic books are you reading? Would you please get your politics out of my comic books? Don't read them. What comic books are you reading? What comic books are you reading? Comic book reader. Comic book reader. May I curse? White boys, don't read them.
I have an important message for you. You did it. I'm super proud of you. Yay! You did it!
Yay! There is nothing inherently masculine of heroism. There's nothing inherently masculine heroism. Girls read comics. Girls have always read comics. Problem solved. Magic!
Yay! Yay! You did it! Yay! Indisputable truth.
So, don't.
Yes, everyone. Good morning. Good morning to you all. Welcome to Comic Artist Pro's Secret. I'm your host, Ethan Van Skyver, trying to hit the start cam button. There we go. Hi, everyone. It's great to be with you. Good morning to you on this beautiful Thursday morning. Happy to be with you. Some of you are getting ready to go to bed, I understand. You know, I start up a live stream and some of you are kind of like, I was just about ready to go to bed. Well, here, let me soothe you. Let me send you to sleep. Let me send you to blissful slumbers, so that you can avoid this waking nightmare and pass on into a sleeping. I'm not much of a poet. I'm not much of a writer. I wish I was. I wish I were good with words. I wish I could just come up with fascinating turns of phrases to lull you guys into a sense of calm. But I can't. Hello, everyone. Yes, hello. Let me see. You look prickly today, Ethan, says Jackie Myers. I'm feeling just fine, though. Not prickly at all. I'm feeling very cool. Jesus shirt. Yeah, this T-shirt is dedicated to your boy, Zach. It says, not today, Satan. If you remember Zach's whole philosophy, used to be, don't get baited into arguments with SJWs on Twitter because it doesn't lead anywhere good. He would say, they would come for him and he would say, not today, Satan. He'd say, Senpai doesn't recognize you. Not today, Satan. That's something that I got to remember in my own personal life. I literally just woke up to poop, says Matt Becker. Well, welcome. Welcome to the show. Paul Higgins says, gayest jacket ever. I think we've done gayer, Paul. I think we've I think we've been gayer. Damn me, that jacket is dope as fuck. Well, thanks. I appreciate that. Angry Liquid says, starting off the day right with a heavy dose of Uncle E. Well, we're starting off the day right in a bunch of different ways. I haven't been able to live stream for a little while. I have been working so hard on Cyberfrog, getting Cyberfrog Wrecked Planet finished. We've got Cyberfrog Unforgettable Tales number 3, which is wrapped up and off to the printers. I'm awaiting warts and all. We're in March. This is the month of March. Oh, and this is the month I was waiting for. I just want to fulfill warts and all. So I'm waiting for stuff to come, and stuff should be arriving soon. I should be getting beanies soon. I should be getting beanies soon. That would be great. I'd like to ship those to you guys. I should be getting toys. I should be getting trading card binders. I should be getting, oh my God, hardcover warts and all books. That's going to be amazing. I haven't even seen them yet. I saw a few pictures of them, but I haven't really seen the entire finished warts and all book. I haven't held it in my hands. I haven't perused it. I haven't enjoyed it. I haven't lay on my back on the couch with it like this, reading it. That's all I want to do. And I'm going to get to do that this month, and so will you guys. You will too. Krusty Mako says, how's the warehouse looking? Well, the warehouse is looking good, but we're anticipating a lot of stuff. So because we're anticipating a lot of stuff, some of the old stuff we need to let go of. My idea originally was, look, when Wrecked Planet comes out, we have about 400 copies of all of these different versions of Blood Honey. When Wrecked Planet comes out, those are going to be in demand. We may even be able to raise prices on those. Because people who read Wrecked Planet are going to say, hey, I want to collect the rest of the Blood Honey stuff. That's inevitably what happens when you fulfill another project. People look backwards at the old project. But the warehouse is going to be filled. And I can't do what I want to do. I actually have to let go of some old product. I've got to do it as soon as possible so that there's more room in the warehouse for the new stuff that's coming in. Andrea's just like, just do another 48-hour special. Just let people have Cyberfrog comics at a discount. And I said, I never do that. And she said, you did it at Christmas. You did a Black Friday special. And I said, yeah. No, it was Cyber Monday. It was Cyberfrog Monday. I had to do that. You got to do Cyberfrog Monday. So for 48 hours, you'll see the link in the description. We have a very special we have a very special going on our eBay store. Actually, we got a bunch of stuff on our eBay store that's up there right now. Bird Gang says, gay in an 80s glam metal kind of way. Well, thank you, I guess. 2-inch Kindle and a 3-inch cut cage says, so glad the hoodies and beanies are here for the winter months. I'm doing my best, Kindle. I'm doing my best. I knew when I put in the order, it was going to take a little while for them to get here. I just wanted them to get here while it was still cold. And I think we're still going to be able to do that. I know we're getting roasted about that, but I told you, look towards the, trying my best. I really am. Will your boy Zach ever join a live stream? That's a good question. I wouldn't want to rule it out. I hope he does want to come to a live stream eventually. Maybe at some point when he has something to say. I mean, is he running any current campaigns that he might want to let people know about? Yeah. This is my anti-hug jacket, says Andrew Venables. What it kind of subtly suggests is don't come near me. Don't put your hands on me. Don't try to give me affection. Don't try to pull me close into a warm, friendly embrace. It isn't going to end well for you. That's what it says. It's very hostile. This jacket is extremely hostile. You look good, man. How much weight have you lost? Says Razzax Roughnecks. I think I've gained weight. Yesterday, I ate an entire pie. I was sitting here eating. I was sitting here drawing, and I just thought, I need a pie. I went upstairs. There was an apple pie about this big. Brought it downstairs and ate it with my bare hands. So it was good. I'm glad I look better. Eating pie agrees with me. It really does. Can't wait to get my hoodie. I can't wait till you get your hoodies either. It's going to be so great. Will your boy Zach ever ship his books? Well, the answer to that question is yes, he will. Your boy Zach is busy shipping parts of the Expendables right now. I received an Expendables sketch from your boy Zach. I think it's behind me somewhere. You look fat as fuck, says Steven Seagal. I'll consider the source there, Steven Seagal. I've never listened to a word you've said before. Why would I start listening to you now? I'm not listening to you. Good thing Andrea isn't around anymore to see you now. I know, she's upstairs. Pie is good. In fact, you're holding a pie on that Stealing Solo poster. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we got a bunch of stuff going on. I know Jeff Hicks, World Class Bullshitters, formerly, well, he still is doing the High Council. I am formerly of the High Council, but he launched a new version of his comic book with a painting, a painted cover. I gotta hold on a second. I gotta see this to believe it. What is it called? It's called Fandom Stealing Solo Fandom Menace. Hope it's not embarrassing to me personally. I hope this doesn't make fun of me personally. Let's find out. Stealing Solo Fandom Menace Edition.
For those who remember, for those who will never forget, and for a whole new generation who will experience it for the very first time.
Legendary comic creator Jeff Hicks of the World Class Bullshitters teams up with the electrifying artist Anna, better known as that Star Wars girl, to bring you the most exciting piece of Fandom Menace artwork ever created. Featuring an oil painting by that Star Wars girl, the cover depicts the definitive members of the Fandom Menace, fighters for truth and justice throughout the galaxy. But to pull off the project of this magnitude, Jeff Hicks had to transcend and become Jeff Lucas.
We are here today for one and only Jeff Hicks.
That's Lucas. Jeff Lucas.
Okay, now I haven't talked to Jeff in a little while, to be fair. I haven't really talked to Jeff in a while. Is he okay? Jeff, you doing all right, pal? Fuck. He looks like me now. He's going gray. Oh, shit. I gotta give him a call.
Okay, Mr. Lucas. Can you talk a little bit about this number, $40,000? This is the number you've set for this campaign.
Mm-hmm.
How did you choose this number?
Well, my channel size had doubled, so I thought, why not double my goal?
But
that doesn't make any sense, Jeff. Just because your channel size doubles doesn't mean you need to double your goal. Your goal is simply what permits you to make the comic book. It doesn't mean you're going to make more money, Jeff, just because you set a higher goal. Goal is almost irrelevant. It's basically just what you need to make the comic. I haven't talked to Jeff in a while. I'm worried about him.
Didn't your last campaign actually make more than what this current goal is set at?
Yes, but I don't want to get too egotistical.
Well, Mr. Lucas, that's very humble of you. But in a world where you were to cast such humility aside and shoot for the moon, just ballpark, somewhere in the area of what would make you really, really ecstatic, your dream goal?
Well, $550,000.
Holy shit! $550,000. All right, let's do it.
But I've never given it any thought.
What the what is going on? All right, Stealing Solo, the Fandom Menace edition. The comic is back, featuring a cover from Anna, that Star Wars girl. Here's Cecil as Jabba the Hutt. I'm really glad Cecil is Jabba the Hutt and not me. I feel like there was Cecil the Hutt. Look at his little mustache over his triple chins. It's so cute. That is cute. Oh. Here's me presenting a pie. I'm not sure who I'm supposed to be. Am I supposed to be Obi-Wan Kenobi here? That's a good likeness. Anna did a good job. We've got action figures of the world-class bullshitters crew that will never be produced. They're not going to make these action figures. They're not going to make them. I mean, they could, you know. Patrick Thomas Parnell made an action figure. Why can't Jeff Hicks do it? And he did it for $30,000. Jeff Hicks wants $40,000 just to make a comic book. It just doesn't seem that ambitious. Here's the artwork. I'm sorry. I am a fan. I like Jeff's artwork. I do. I think it's really good. I think it's really good. Jeff got roasted for his artwork when this book came out. And I was like, you guys are just looking for something to pick on. This looks good. I mean, look, it's, you know, it's not busy. You know, it doesn't, it's not like he's sitting there rendering the hell out of everything, but this is good. This doesn't suck. It's good. You got Han Solo spitting in Jeff Hicks' face and all that stuff. All right. So another picture of me. The High Council rides again. Here's me with, what is this, a toupee on my head? What? Hello, Svai Lebedkin. That's the rabbi from another galaxy. Says, hey, Uncle E, can you shout out my Comicsgate Indiegogo? The rabbi from another planet's Comics Bonanza. It's called Comics Bonanza on Indiegogo. Sure, rabbi from another planet. Why am I in the front? Put me in the back, preferably behind something. Just hide me behind a cactus somewhere. Why am I in the front of all these images? Who drew this? Is this Jeff's image? Jeff Hicks drew this? Nowhere in this issue. Cecil, precisely. Why is he on the cover? This looks good. All right, where's my free t-shirt? Where are my comps? That's what I would like. I would like comps of Anna's poster. I will hang it in my warehouse. So that's Stealing Solo Fandom Menace edition, featuring everybody who's in the Fandom Menace, just about on the cover, including me, big fat. Why am I holding a pie? Honestly, why do I look like I'm offering the pie, Anna? I would not give the pie to anyone. I would eat the pie. And Anna said, no, you're receiving the pie. It doesn't look like it. It looks like I'm going, I made this for you. I made this pie for you guys. I'm not saying that. Would never make you guys pie. All right, I would. I'd make you guys pie. I'd share it with you. Shameful. So that's what Jeff Hicks is doing right now. Hey, Andrea, I finished the new Cyberfrog comic. I mean, the new pie we bought. That's right, Mr. Deplorable. Ate the whole thing. It was good. Ethan looks like a gay Rob Halford as opposed to a heterosexual Rob Halford. What do you live in a cave? Oh my goodness. Yeah, we get the rabbi with us today. That's great. Appreciate your being here, sir. Rabbi. Appreciate you. 200 Watt Studio says amazing acting. Jeff equals the best of Brando and De Niro. I agree. I agree with that. Jeff did a good job. Very good job. A lot of people are still talking about my jacket. I'm taking my jacket off in a minute. You guys have to move on. You cannot be, you guys get focused on one single thing. You get obsessed with it. And then we can't talk about anything else. You guys need to move on from the jacket issue. Just move on, guys. Move on. Ethan is hell-bent for pie. Cecil, Cecil is belly. Cecil is fat. Jesus crossed me up last week. I'm still salty. Jesus didn't do that to you. Did you see Clownfish TV made a new comic on Indiegogo? I didn't see that. Nobody tells me nothing. Listen, I'm busy. I'm doing stuff. Your boy Zach, he did a comic. He did I think his second issue of Jawbreakers. Your boy Zach's inspiring me in a lot of ways. His second issue of Jawbreakers was kind of controversial, mostly because he killed his entire cast. And I like that. I like that idea. I never would have thought to do that. No, I never would have thought to do that. That was ingenious. So, look, if it's a good idea, it's a good idea. If it's a good idea, copy it. So that's what I did. Here's Cyberfrog getting shot. There's an AK-74. This is the noise it makes. Like that. Yeah. So very busy, guys. Very, very busy. Doing stuff. Trying to be a little bit more like your boy, Zach. Mike S. Miller, original Cyberfrog art. Yes, indeed. Okay, I got to get focused. I'm too distracted. I'm doing too much. What do you mean it doesn't? Of course it sounds like that. That's the exit wound. Like that. No. 200-watt studio. Ethan is dressed as a giant cheese grater. I got to focus. I got so much to get to today, guys. I got so much to talk to, and you guys are holding me up with petty nonsense. I got a nice super sticker from Roger Haynes. Thank you, Roger Haynes. Those of you who are sending me super chats, thank you. Those of you who are just calling me names, no thank you. Ethan Van Fonzie. How do you take off that jacket without poking your fingers? EVS is what Howard Stern wishes he would have become. 300 pounds? That's actually kind of true. Howard Stern really liked food, and he had difficulty. He got married to the wrong kind of woman, wouldn't let him eat. You know, couldn't get anything. He just ate like celery. It's not worth it. I mean, you're married to a supermodel, but it's not worth it. Enjoy your life. You've only got one go around. You've got to be able to have a little bit of food. All right. So here's what we're doing today. So anyway, okay. All right. The warehouse. We're setting it up. I cleaned it out. I took that. By the way, I filled the dumpster by myself. You guys might have missed it, but I actually filled the entire dumpster by myself. The entire warehouse was filled with shit. It was filled with shit. Somebody left all the previous owner, who I think died, as if that were any excuse. He left all of his stuff in our warehouse. And I said, who's going to clean all this out? And they said, landlord said, you want to get a dumpster? I'm like, if you pay for it, what am I don't have any money for this. So they said, okay, we'll pay for a dumpster. I'm there doing manual labor. Cleaning out this warehouse. Now, Andrea was asleep. Was she asleep? Did I do this early? I was there twice. I went there twice to fill this dumpster. And I did it myself, cleaning out that warehouse. Here is a film of me cleaning out the warehouse. Here comes the dumpster, as you can see. It's a good-sized dumpster. It's a 15-yard dumpster. Come on, drop it. All right, this is good. He does manage to drop it. Good job. Now here I go. Boom! Look at me waddling around. Get rid of that effing water cooler. By the way, I don't know if that water cooler contains Freon. I have no idea, but I buried it at the bottom, so what are you gonna do? That lady said hi to me, so I felt normal. Jazzcraft says, why you put it so far away, dumbass? I had no choice. That's a truck driveway there. You can't just put it in front of your warehouse. You'll block truck traffic that comes to other warehouses. Had to put it over there. By the way, the camera was sitting on the ladder and it began to slide backwards, but it looks nice. Like, it's a pretty nice effect. It's almost like I intended it to be this way. There it is. Almost clean warehouse. Now, it is completely clean now. There are the hat boxes. We did it. We made that happen together. It was great.
New from
So that's the
Snowman, a
all right, Snowman, the cold day in hell. So that's the warehouse. Now, in the meantime, I've got stuff that I've got to get rid of. I promised yesterday, I said there would be a 48-hour special today. I said, okay, I've got too many of these. I think I've got 400 of each of these. So it's like, let's get these out of here. These are taking up too much room. Okay, we'll do 48-hour special. I do not lower the price of Cyberfrog comics almost ever. I did it once for Christmas. I'm doing it now because I don't know. Let's see if we can move some of these books out of here so I can bring new books in. I got crates of hoodies coming. I got crates of hats coming. I got crates of toys. I got crates of comics, calendars, trading cards. 88,000 trading cards are coming. Any day now they're going to be here. I don't have room for this stuff anymore. Let me just be honest with you. I don't have room. So I'm going to be live streaming for 48 hours straight as we sell this special here. Let me refresh this and just see if we sold any. Oh, we sold 10. We sold 10 so far. That's great. All right, so here's what it is. I'm going to sign all of these. You're going to get a 1998 and an Amphibionics. You're going to get a Wrecked Planet preview foil book. It was meant to be an Ashcan. It says Ashcan preview. It isn't. It's full-sized. You're going to get one of those. You are going to receive all 3 of the line art variants. All 3 of them. And you're also going to get these cute stickers. You can put these stickers wherever you want. Put a nice dazzling all caps comic sticker on your car. Let everyone know that you affiliate with me. Let everyone know that you're a part of my cult, my all caps comics cult. Get one of these beautiful stickers. Get a nice Rainbow the Brute sticker. It is phosphorescent. No, it is laser dazzling. No, it is, I don't know, but it reflects colors. It reflects the colors of the rainbow. It's prismatic. That's the word I was looking for. It is prismatic. So all of these beautiful books available right now for the low, low price of $60. And they're all autographed. Not the stickers. I'm not going to autograph your stickers. And there's some people who are asking, and the answer is no. Why would you want me to autograph a sticker? For what? So I'm not going to autograph the stickers, but I'll autograph all 6 of these books. $60. And boom, get ready because the Blood Honey boxes are coming. You can stuff these into a Blood Honey box. You know, you can stuff these into your Blood Honey box. That sounds dirty. Jam them up your Blood Honey box. I think that's what I'm trying to say. You can if you want to. You can do whatever you want. You can jam them up your Blood Honey box. People are asking about the Blood Honey box. It's coming. I'm going to run a campaign for it. I was just going to make 1,000 of them and then just say, I don't know, you want them? I was going to say, do you want one? It's on eBay. And people said, don't do that because people said, don't do that, you idiot. I said, why not? They said, because what if you sell more than 1,000? And then what are you going to do? You're not going to have enough. And I said, that's a good point. What if I sell less than 1,000? Then I'm going to have too many. What if I make 1,000 of them and sell 15 of them? Then what am I going to do? I took this guy pretty seriously, the people who said this. This is the Blood Honey box. So it's going to be fillable. You can fill it with all of the stuff from Cyberfrog Blood Honey, that campaign. Many of the books for that campaign are included here. I'm anxious to launch it. I said, it's tax season. Look how mercenary. It's tax season and everyone's getting their refunds. This is the way Zach taught me to think. Zach said he's Ferengi. Ferengi. I said Ferengi. You know, you got to worry about stuff like this. You got to go, it's tax season. People are going to get their refunds. People have money to spend. Now is the time to do it. Christmas is not the time to do it right after Christmas. That is not the time to do it. April, March, that's the time to do it. And I said, oh, is that so? So here we go. The Blood Honey box is going to be on Indiegogo. In the meantime, pick up the 48-hour special. Get it, get one of those. Andrew is going to pack those up for you. Eric Weathers is remastering the lettering for Ultimate Blood Honey 2. He is. He's going in. He's doing new lettering. He's doing a couple of corrections for me. One of the main things he's doing is he's making Chelsin's balloons different so that they're purple. They're like a lavender color rather than green. Because people complain. One of the only people criticize Cyberfrog Blood Honey, but most of the criticism was complete bullshit. But one criticism that did resonate, because it was probably true and not directly my fault, was that Chelsin's dialogue balloons were like green and yellow, and therefore they were kind of indistinguishable from Cyberfrog's. It made it a little bit difficult to read, and her lettering font was a little bit difficult to read. So I've got Eric Weathers in there, and he is coloring the balloons lavender, like a pinky little feminine lavender color, like a little fruity, flitty, feminine, it's nice. It's a nice little nipply titty purple color for her balloons now. Her balloons are like a nice nipply purple. And the lettering is much easier to read now. So that's one of the big improvements that we're going to have with the new version of Blood Honey, Ultimate Blood Honey, which is coming with the executive honeycomb box sets, Yeah. So, want to put it all together and make it good. I want to make it good. I want to make it perfect. That way, when I reprint everything together, I'm like, yeah, this is better. I can read it now. I can read it. Makes sense. It's bisexual word balloons. No. Blood Honey is fine, says Liberator 29. It's better than fine. It's probably the finest piece of literature created by a human being. I'm not including orangutans. I'm not including marmosets. I'm saying a human being, not a mountain gorilla, in our time. And by the way, I'll go up against any ape. I'll go up against any monkey, any of our distant evolutionary ancestors, our cousins. I've written a better project than any of them could. If you put all of them in front of 1 billion typewriters until the end of time, they would never be able to write something as good as Cyberfrog. And that's saying something. Thank you. Amaquiria, super sticker. Thank you for $5. I can't see what it is, though. Can't see what it is. Let me see. Ash and Jackal says, does the Ash Can have the first appearance of Heather's daughter? No, sir. That's in Blood Honey. Heather's daughter appears at the end of Blood Honey. That is her first. That's her first appearance. It is. Black Superman. Your thoughts? Frogabooey says Finkrod 40K. We'll get into that. I got a lot to talk about. I told Andrea that I'm going to be live streaming all day today. She said, "What?" I said, "Yeah, I haven't live streamed in a few days. I need to catch up on stuff." Penny Shot says, when did Mike S. Miller draw those sketch cards? Oh my God, dude. Mike S. Miller drew those sketch cards. Let me show people what you're referring to. This is so great. God, this is great. I mean, I've got my eBay store going now. I've got this $60 48-hour special going. But the other thing that we're doing is we have all these sketch cards. There was a point where I was going to do these card sets, trading cards. Sets, and they're going to be very expensive. They're going to be a pack of cards, and in each pack of cards there would be one sketch card. Okay, and the pack of cards was going to be like $100 in and of itself, and there'd be a sketch card in there at random. You wouldn't get to choose it. And I basically got started. I hired everybody from Comicsgate to do them, and I got Mike S. Miller to agree to do them. Mike grumbled. Mike didn't want to do anything for me. He said, "You're not paying me enough I said, what the fuck? Mike, I made you $300,000 on my channel. You were on my channel. I promoted you. I made Lone Star into a household word. Everybody knows Lone Star because of me and Jesus. As far as you're concerned, they should be one and the same person, Mike. How dare you? And Mike said, I guess you're right. And he did a bunch of sketch cards for me. Now, I've been sitting on those sketch cards, not literally sitting on them, but I've had those sketch cards for a little while. Now is the time. Now is the time to let you guys have them. And let me show you. I'm putting them up a little bit at a time. But I got all these Mike S. Miller sketch cards. And it's funny because, you know, I'm charging so much more for them than I paid Mike for them. So that's what I like. I like the idea that, you know, Mike is not getting as much money as maybe he thinks he should. Okay, here we go. These are the official sketch cards. Here is EJ Morgis. Here is a bunch of his cards. His cards are magnificent, as you can see. Look at these. These are hand-drawn, one-of-a-kind sketch cards here. Absolutely beautiful. I have no complaints about any of these. And look at this. You get a triptych. You get 3 cards that go together into one puzzle. We've got 2 of these by EJ Morgis. I think we have one by Mike, too. But I haven't put it up yet. Anyway, here's one by me, but I think this already sold. Like, this sold the minute I put it up. I didn't even promote these. I didn't even let anyone know that, like, I was doing this. And it sold. Boom. My sketch card gone. All right, here are, look at how good EJs are, dude. You gotta be kidding me. He sat down. These are trading card sized. He sat down and he drew every single one of these by hand. They're so gorgeous. I've scanned them all, EJ. Don't worry. I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, I feel like making a book out of them or something because they're just really, really nice. All these beautiful Heather Swain. Like, EJ really likes to draw Heather Swain, and he does a good job. Look at Heather, like, in tight red clothing, like, dragging a Vespis by its stinger. That's just really sexy. It's great. Heather. I never draw Heather this way. I would never draw Heather with big boobies in bed with a frog, you know, and cut off jean shorts. I would never have, but see, maybe that's my problem. Maybe I should be doing that. Maybe EJ has the right idea. All right, so these are EJs. EJs are great. And then down below, here are Mike's. We've got original Cyberfrog sketch cards, official Cyberfrog sketch cards by Smiller, by Mike S. Millionaire. He did these for me. I have many more. I think I have like 10 more by Mike, but I thought I would offer them. It's some probably, I mean, Mike S. Miller is he's a big star. A lot of people know who he is. A lot of people like his work. A lot of people recognize the value of Mike S. Miller's work in Comicsgate, his time in Comicsgate. A lot of people are interested in seeing him draw my characters. He draws Heather too. His Heather's pretty good. Yeah, so I've got some Mike S. Miller Cyberfrog cards. I will put them up for sale. People who are anticipating collecting trading cards, get a sketch card. Get an original sketch card. John Malin's sketch cards are going up soon. John Malin did some fantastic sketch cards. With the John Malin sketch cards, I am offering them first to my Patreon backers. They're going to get first crack at them, and then I will put them up on eBay. They'll have 24 hours to say, yes, I want this one, or this one. Look at this Heather booty shot. It's a Heather booty shot. EJ Morgis is good, man. You know, he is a really good artist. I gotta get him to finish up. He's got to do like 4 more pages for me. I got to get him to do that. Got to get EJ Morgis into gear. Zoom in, boomer. No, Cyberfrog and Heather are not doing it in that picture. That is not the case. Not the case at all. I cannot wait until I sell a Mike S. Miller card. I'll be so happy. I want Mike to make me money. I'm excited about Mike making me some money. EJ Morgis's art is EJ Gorgeous art. Thank you for saying that. I 100% agree with you. There are people who are saying make them full screen. Just go. You can go look at them yourself. You don't have to. I don't have to do it for you. I mean, there's a link in the description to our eBay store. Go shop them. Go look at them. Make them full screen. Print them out if you want to. I don't care. Enjoy them. Liberator 29 says my wife is jealous of Heather. Why? Why? Well Hung and Dunk says 2 Bitcoin confirmed. Oof. Back in the day, that would have been nice. When Bitcoin was $10 or something, $20. Yeah. Mike Bancroft says, I don't care what anyone says. I like Mike's art. Everyone likes Mike's art. Everyone likes Mike's art. Vasan Kasai says only Ethan made Mike entertaining. Mike is boring as hell. Yeah. Well, Mike is fun when you do this to Mike. It's fun. Like, Mike on his own, Mike would like to have things. How would you describe? Mike wants to control things. He wants to control his environment. Mike wants to be the guy who's funny. Mike wants to be the guy who's cracking the jokes. Mike wants to be the bully. Mike doesn't do well when he's the one being bullied. He doesn't do it, but it's very funny. It is very, very funny. Yeah. Hey, Nasser's here. Nasser Rabadi. How you doing, pal? Smiller made a good sidekick. Yeah, he did. He was fun. All that was fun. The early days of Comicsgate, 2018. It was a good time, and we had like 10 people in here at a time. I was holding court, lining up people's books, selling people's comics. It was a great time. It was a pretty fun time for Comicsgate. Now, we have me and Mike have gone our separate ways. It's very sad. Doug TeNaples no longer here. Mitch Breitweiser. Everybody misses Mitch Breitweiser. One in the chat if you miss Mitch Breitweiser. Give me a 1. If you don't, hit 2. But if you miss Mitch Breitweiser being around here, give me a 1 in the chat. I think we're going to see a lot of 1s. Mike is Vert to Ethan's Ernie. Yes, that's pretty good. Yeah, we should be seeing a lot of 1s. 1 in the chat if you miss Mitch. 2 if you don't. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, there's some 1s. Oh, they're mostly 2s. Mostly 2s. But there's some 1s, though. Thank you, Platinum Robo. I miss him. Wazru says, I saw Mitch at Walmart. His books, I think the 3rd issues of their books should be out soon. I look forward to that. I bought them. I bought them all, I ordered when Red Rooster actually finally ships, when it finally fulfills, which I think is going to be pretty soon. I think I backed that book 3 times at like high tiers. I'm looking forward to, I don't remember. I think I spent like $500 to $700 on Red Rooster. I'm looking forward to seeing what it is that I bought because I don't remember. But I would like to see. Yeah, even Walmart has to wait. Well, if Walmart has to wait, then, why shouldn't we? All right, so weird stuff is going on. I was looking at Bleeding Cool this morning. Bleeding Cool is just becoming a full-time troll site. Their stuff is bullshit. This is annoying. The demasculation of Wolverine in X-Men comics today. Spoilers. This is Rich Johnson kind of trying to be Comicsgate, kind of taking the piss out of Comicsgate while acknowledging that, yeah, things are pretty gay. What's going on in comics is pretty lame. Wolverine would never do this. Would never happen to Wolverine. Were this 1982 or 1985 or 1987, this would never happen to Wolverine. But now we are infested with soy and soy people. They think they're being cute. They think they're being funny. This is basically like what they did to Thundercats. It's basically like what they're trying to do with Aquaman. They're trying to take stuff that was cool. They're trying to make it kind of cutesy, ha ha ha, ironic, not taking itself seriously. You know, it is what it is. There's only a smattering of Krakoa in today's comic books from Marvel today, with only Hellions number 10 as the official X-Men title. But some other interest elsewhere. But one way or the other, Wolverine does not come out well of it at all. Here is a dream that Wild Child is having where he fantasizes that Wolverine and Sabretooth are afraid of him. He goes, grr, and they go, run! Wolverine goes, oh, hell no! Oh, hell nah. No, wait. Oh, hell nah. It's Wild Child, the big dog. Ruh, ruh. Oh, I guess like Wild Child ripped Sabretooth's throat out. Grr, he says. And they run, they flee. Look at Wolverine running away. He looks like a Scooby-Doo character. So that's just a dream. But Wild Child's dreams reflect his own reality, or one that he would like to see as an alpha dog over Wolverine and Sabretooth, forced to run away from him. While over in Runaways number 34, Wolverine and the rest of the Krakoan outreach team are popping by in a much-delayed issue to rescue Molly and take her to Krakoa. I'm so glad I don't read Marvel. I have no idea who any of these characters are anymore. I don't know who Molly is. Look at this art. God damn it. God damn it. Runaways hostile? More like Runaways hostile, right? Am I right? Slow down, Blondie. The kid wrote us a letter. She wants to come home to Krakoa. Look at Wolverine flinging this kid over his shoulder. She's pissed. She's wearing a koala hat, so she's a Liam Gray fan. Molly, is that true? Chase, no. Hang on, says Molly, a female child. She pushes off of Wolverine his chest, and then she flips Wolverine over her own shoulder, and Wolverine doesn't do anything. He's just rebelling with his fists here. No, he says impotently, as this female child throws Wolverine over her shoulder. I don't know who Molly is. I assume she's just, super strong and powerful and awesome and rad. And Wolverine, he's never dealt with anything like that before. He doesn't know what to do. Oh no, grr, stop. And this is real. This really happened in the comic book. This is not a fever dream. All right. If we're talking this through like civilized human beings, I'm going to need you to set me down, says Wolverine. Please put me down. Can't we talk this over? Look at why do they always send the guy with claws on kindergarten duty? Wah, wah. What am I supposed to do? Make paper dolls for him? Meh, 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 meh. All right, now what? How should I know? Well, you're the fancy pants famous mutant. How do you talk this way to Wolverine? What kind of asshole? I'm not famous for my pants, bub. This is your mission. Look, kid, I'm not the world's greatest detective. Generally, in situations like this, I wait for something to show up and then I fight it. Look, kid, says Wolverine, I'm not the world's greatest detective. And here's Wolverine getting kicked in the balls. Right in the goodies. You low down. So we got a Black Panther kicking Wolverine right in his tender vittles. Right in his balls. All right. Are we done making fun of Wolverine? It's tough to be Wolverine these days. I blame society. I blame the imbeciles that Marvel Comics hired who are running these characters down, shaming them, making them embarrassing. Embarrassing them, I would say. Embarrassing these characters. Making them silly Billy. Making them funny. Ha ha ha. Yeah. I can't. It's fucking... We weren't allowed to do stuff like that. We had to, at DC, back in the good old days. I'm an old man. Back when I worked at DC, the idea was if you're going to utilize another character, you're going to have Batman come into your book. You can't try to make your character look good at the expense of Batman. You know what I mean? You want to make them both look good. You also shouldn't denigrate villains. You shouldn't make villains look like idiots, because unless they are idiots, unless they're legitimate idiots. But if you have a villain come in, readers really want to see that villain utilized to the height of that villain's potential. I do remember me and Jeff Johns talking about the Flash's Rogues. And Jeff liked the Flash's Rogues gallery. He always liked them. He always thought they were cool, but I thought they were gay. I said Captain Cold. The only one that I really liked was Mirror Master. Mirror Master was creepy. I liked Mirror Master. I figured he was a cokehead because he would, off of mirrors. I figured that would be something he would do. But Jeff and I talked about this and just said, look, all of these Flash villains are street level. They're just punks. These are killers, though. These are actual, these are normal human criminals who stumbled across a powerful weapon. That's almost all of these Flash characters. They're just normal people. Captain Cold is human. Heatwave is human. Mirror Master is human. But they have guns that do shit. And therefore they have these little tools, these weapons, like Pied Piper. Pied Piper has a little flute that he can make people do what he wants, or he can make sonic blasts or something like that. I can't remember what even the Pied Piper does. Hold on. But one of the things that, we used to say to each other was, we are going to make these characters cool. They need to be cool. Look at this terrible. So I did this. I was trying to find this cover that I did of Flash's Rogues. This is like one of the best covers ever done by anyone. And I'm not even exaggerating. Like, this is really one of the best covers I've ever seen in my life. Hold on a second here. And then I look at the way it's laid out, like where they put all the, I guess they had no choice. Hold on, let me show you this. Yeah, I'm drawing the Flash's Rogues. And the idea is these guys are scumbags. These guys are pimps. They're killers. They're drug addicts. They're rapists. Some of them are good people. But they're not sending their best. We've got the Flash's Rogues standing over a POV. This would be the POV of, I guess, Bart Allen. Bart Allen was the Flash here. So, it's like Captain Cold has his foot on our chest. We're him. Mirror Master, they're ripping his mask apart like it's a wishbone. God damn, I'm a genius. You don't see covers like this. Covers today are soy. They are soy-based. There is no thought put into them. This is a cover that makes you feel hideous. It makes you feel awful for the Flash. You hate these dicks. They're dicks. With a Flash logo right over Mirror Master's face. These are human beings who each have a weapon. Heatwave has a heat gun. Weather Wizard has a weather wand. Captain Cold has a cold gun. Who's this guy? Pied Piper has his little flute. Mirror Master's mirror gun. I don't know if I mentioned that. Who is this guy? Is this Abracadabra or somebody? So you take these villains who are kind of dumb and you just make them tough. Like, these guys are real. They're a real threat to my city. I'm protecting this city. These guys are a threat. I take them seriously. At no point am I going to make any of these characters look like a clown. I'm not going to, unless they are literally a clown. I'm not going to make any of these characters look stupid. Why would I? It would destroy the entire mirage that I'm trying to create here. Yes, it's a skin flute. Every time, when I hate to have to give these lectures, but I mean, these new kids over there, I don't know if they're kids. I don't know who these people are. They're getting a hold of these characters and they're fucking ruining them. They're just ruining them. And they didn't create them. See, that's what's bad about it. You can do whatever you want to do with your own stuff. But we've got these weird social justice warriors who come into the mainstream comic book industry and they take things that they didn't create and they ruin them. And I don't care what they do with their own comics. They want to do their own nonsense. You want to do lesbian bicycling dramas? Go ahead and do it. But when you take the Punisher and you make him black and trans and then an anti-gun advocate, just because that's who you are, you didn't create the Punisher. You're not allowed to do that. I didn't create any of these characters, but I will tell you this. Let me put my finger in the air as I tell you something. Let me make a declarative statement with my finger in the air. I left these characters better than where I found them. I didn't create none of these characters. None of them. Well, some of them I did. I created a lot of Green Lantern shit. I created some Flash Rogues too. But these characters that you see pictured here before you, I created none of them. But I tell you, I left them better than where I found them. I was temporarily lent these characters. I was temporarily their steward. And what I would tell people is, if I were in charge of DC Comics, which I probably will be one day soon, probably like in a few weeks, I would say these characters were created a long time ago and have stood the test of time. They're almost as good as Cyberfrog. It is your job. It is your job to leave these characters better than where you found them, without making drastic changes to who they are. Understand where they came from and what their creators intended for them. Go back and read those first appearances. Read a little bit. Read a little bit of a few comics. Read some interviews with the actual creative people themselves if you can stomach it. Dan Fraga loves that. Dan's like, I get all these magazines with the interview comic book people. I'm like, what the fuck? You want to hear what these people have to say? He's like, yes. It's fascinating to me. I want to know what Frank Miller was saying in the 80s. What? I don't. I've had it up to here with these people. But go back and listen to what they say. What they wanted with these characters. If one of these characters, if you are in the position, you've taken a job in corporate comics, so your job is to protect these properties, these IPs. And I don't recommend it, but if that is the path that you're going on, just remember, try to leave them better than where you found them. And I will tell you this. I did. I fixed this shit. When other people got it wrong, I made it right again. Had a great time. Flash, the fastest man alive. Mark Guggenheim, I think he's doing well. I think he's doing the Flash TV show now. I don't know. Mark Guggenheim told me he could get me Sally Field's autograph. He was working on, was it Mark Guggenheim who did this to me? Called me up. He's working on a show called Brothers and Sisters. I think this was Mark Guggenheim. He said, would you like Sally Field's autograph? I said, yes, but only on a Gidget DVD. I said, I would like it, but it needs to be on a Gidget DVD. I was very firm about that. Yes, I appreciate your offer of a favor, but if it's not on a Gidget DVD, you can jam it straight up your ass. I think that's a direct quote. That's what I said to him. And I never got him the DVD. I never bothered. I forgot. So, now Sally Fields died. She's dead. And I don't have the... Flying Nun was okay. Flying Nun was all right. Drew. But, Flying Nun represented a career mistake for Sally Fields. She didn't want it. She wanted to keep doing Gidget. She did Flying Nun instead. Somebody convinced her. She said, I'd rather be doing Gidget, Girl Midget. And, so I wouldn't want her to sign the Flying Nun. It was a humiliating part of her past. Humiliating. Don't call me. If you call me when I'm live streaming, I'm busy with you guys. Here's the thing. There's nobody more important that could be calling me on the phone. I'm with you. We're together right now. Can you imagine? I'm on the... Hold on a minute, guys. Hey, what's up, brother? Yeah. What'd you get me? Yeah. All right, cool. How many grams? All right, cool. At least some money in the mailbox. Just put it under the mat. Fucking A. Thanks. Thanks, bro. I hear you. All right, I'm back, guys. I would never do that to you guys. I would never make drug deals on the phone while I'm live streaming. You guys have my full attention. In other news, it's not illegal to buy and sell drugs. It's not illegal. Oh, you mean on YouTube it is? Maybe, I don't know. In other news, Henry Cavill contacted Marvel Comics following Superman news. Henry Cavill, he's got his ear to the ground. He's like, I might not be qualified for this new Superman movie. Why? People like you as Superman. Why won't you be qualified? Why wouldn't you be qualified to work on the new Superman movie? It is claimed that Henry Cavill contacted Marvel following the Superman news in regards to the reboot from J.J. Abrams and Ta-Nehisi Coates. The rumor comes from scooper Daniel RPK. We all know him via Twitter, where it's claimed, quote, Henry Cavill reportedly contacted Marvel after the superhero news. Hello, Marvel. Yeah, just, what do you got? How many grams? Okay, just leave it under the floor mat. I got, money in the mailbox. Cool. Thanks, Marvel. I owe you, bro. Is that the conversation that he had? All right, here he is. Marvel Studios. This is proof positive that Henry Cavill contacted Marvel, because you got a picture of him here. And then you've got a picture of Marvel Studios here. So there you go. What more do you need? Interestingly enough, Cavill's manager recently teased big things for who was thought to be Cavill, but couldn't say anything because of signing NDAs. NDAs. What does NDA stand for? N-words with disrespectful attitudes. I like that group. Maybe it's for Marvel. Regarding the Superman reboot, it is claimed that Henry Cavill is out as the Man of Steel, as Abrams and Coates are going with a black Superman. Oh, it's non-disclosure. Thank you, guys. I'm not completely fully aware of that. I wasn't making a stupid joke. No dicks anonymous, says Monkey Jeebus. That's good. It's probably true. Yeah. Lama Giganti says it stands for nipple, dick, ass. It doesn't. It doesn't stand for that. It doesn't stand for those things. This isn't the first time Henry Cavill has been rumored for Marvel, as both Dwayne Johnson and Cavill were rumored to be talking with Marvel, because it was said they were both unhappy with DC. I can't imagine why that would be. Well, things seem to have worked out for Johnson with Black Adam. The same presently can't be said for Cavill as Superman. So maybe Cavill wants to jump ship to Marvel. Why can't he just play Superman, why can't he just be the black? Oh, cultural appropriation. If Henry Cavill plays Black Superman, that's cultural appropriation. Possibly Cavill and his team think Kevin Feige would do them right. Well, WB hasn't. Again, I don't see why they digitally removed Henry Cavill's mustache for Justice League under Joss Whedon. Why couldn't they digitally make him black? Oh, that would be racist. That's racist. Rumors have offered that Henry Cavill could play U.S. Agent with Johnson as Namor. That sounds fucking awful. But U.S. Agent looks to be appearing in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, so that doesn't seem to be happening. Additional rumors have also offered Henry Cavill could play the new Wolverine in the MCU, or Captain Britain, which would be an obvious fit. Play Captain Britain. Captain Britain. Alberto Bonsanto says J.J. Abrams killed Star Wars. Now he will destroy the DCEU. One thing at a time. He's got to finish off Star Wars. Hold on. Why is this chair stuck? There we go. I moved my big chair over there. I put this little chair here because it was a taller drafting chair. It takes a little adjustment. It's not as comfy as the other chair. The other chair said it could hold as much as 500 pounds. It's like a fat guy drafting chair that I was using before for the chair streams. This one makes no such promises. So I'm not so sure that I should be messing around with this chair. You know. What is also interesting around those initial Marvel rumors, Cavill posted an image of himself naked with Captain America weights in the background. Though that could have just been a coincidence. Henry also recently teased possible involvement in Mass Effect, which followed the news of the new Supergirl casting. Terrible Supergirl casting. So here he is lifting weights. And there's a Captain America, strategically placed Captain America barbell set over there. I think these are barbells. It's not a dumbbell. Can't really tell. Johnny D says, please tell Beweezy, put down the soy, you weeb degenerate. It's for your own good. Thanks. I will. I'll do that. Thank you very much for the super chat. All right, so big deal. So this is of interest to Anna, I'm sure. What is Superman going to be? What is Henry Cavill going to be doing next? He's going to be Captain Britain, okay? This is his fake Captain Britain costume with a bunch of fake CGI sparks in front of it. Look at these nice rumors. I got to go to Cosmic Book News. Matt McGloin, good job. Good job, Matt McGloin, with the this bullshit here. You got a ton of cool news here. I got to start making videos again. I'm going to do that soon. I'll start making videos again like tomorrow, probably. Maybe today. Look, here he is. He's like, oh, you guys wanted black Superman? Okay. No, not like that. They want African American from Krypton. They want African Kryptonian. No. How could they do African Kryptonian? He would have to be born in Africa and then fly and emigrate to Krypton. African Kryptonian. All right. Elsa Gonzalez is rumored as Hawk Girl in Shazam 2. I don't care. I don't even know who that is. Ray Fisher rejects the idea of a black Superman. He says no. Ray Fisher takes to social media to reject the black Superman that was recently announced as a reboot. Hi, babe. You need something? You're trying to be quiet. What can I help you find? Wreck Planet Ashcan books. I think they're all at the office right now. I don't even think we have any of them here. Okay, let me get back to the story. Andrea gave me a look. She's like, trying to be quiet. All right, Ray Fisher takes to social media. He doesn't want black Superman. Ray Fisher wants all of the attention on him. Ray Fisher, don't be jealous just because you were only Kryborg. There is going to be a black Superman, and he's going to be allowed to do whatever he wants to do. You're going to have to get over it, Ray. You're going to have to deal with it. Y'all remember that time Walter Hamada and WB Pictures tried to destroy a black man's credibility? What'd you find? Did you find them?
I'm filling the other orders that are. Oh, man.
Oh, those are ash cans. Look.
Yeah, there's over 40 right now.
Oh, really?
In eBay.
There's 40 orders in eBay? I have to sign them. You can't fulfill them yet. I have to sign everything. I'm signing all 6 books. People who are ordering the 48-hour special right now,
Well,
every single one of those books, I'm going to autograph for them because I love these people.
some of them are already have to come out of bags because they're already in bags.
Uh-oh. Okay, so just so that you know, don't fulfill them yet, sweetheart. I know you're anxious to fulfill for these fine people who are ordering these books, but I do have to autograph everything. That's what we do for our fans.
I still have to get them prepped for you.
Okay, thank you. Don't give me that look. She gave me a look. All right, sweetheart. Good. Thank you very much. All right. So in any case, do you all remember that time Walter Hamada and WB Pictures tried to destroy a black man's credibility and publicly delegitimize a very serious investigation with lies in the press? But hey, Black Superman. Hey, look at this distraction over here. There's going to be a Black Superman. You know what? I mean, we found out that the whole problem, this is the best thing about Ray Fisher. What was the problem with Ray Fisher and Jeff Johns? The problem was, and this is what he's crying about. Right. The chat's saying we love Andrea. That's awesome. Thanks, guys. The problem was, Cyborg, does he still have his penis? And I kid you not, that is what the problem was. That is what the argument was with Jeff Johns. Hey, Jeff, does Cyborg still have his penis? And basically, what is Cyborg? Like, Cyborg is just like a head, isn't he? I mean, what is left? Cyborg is like a head and maybe a neck, maybe a little bit of shoulders. Like, the rest of him is all robot. I mean, I'm pretty sure he doesn't have his penis. I'm pretty sure he's penisless. I'm pretty sure his penislessness was one of the reasons why Ray Fisher got the job. Ray Fisher said, Jeff, do you realize the kind of message that you're going to be sending to the black community? That there is a superhero character, a black man who has no dick. And Jeff said, I honestly don't think people are going to think about it. And I ask you to, you guys, you guys ask yourselves, and I want you to be very honest with yourselves. Did you think about it until I brought it up? Did you ever ask yourself, as you were watching the Teen Titans cartoon series, if Cyborg still had his wee-wee? Did you ever ask yourself, if Cyborg still had a penis? I never did. I never thought of it. Never occurred to me. I felt like it was none of my business. I think most people look at Cyborg and feel like it's none of their business if he has a penis or not. I mean, I've become accustomed at this point to not asking that very question. I am being trained by the media not to ask if people have penises. I don't want to know. I'll be honest with you. I'm used to it now. I am used to it. I will not ask. I don't want to know if you have a penis. Okay. So, but anyway, this was the big problem for Ray Fisher. Ray Fisher thought that this would be an insult to the black community, to which he felt like he was representative. He was representing the black community. All right. So anyway, Walter Hamada tried to delegitimize a very serious investigation into whether or not Cyborg had a penis, and he tried to destroy a black man's credibility with lies in the press. I assure you, Ray, I've got news for you. Black Superman presumably has a dick. Still does have a dick. I don't think you do. You or Cyborg. Frankly. Give me a break. Fisher has alleged that racism was a factor while filming Justice League. Yeah, he called Jeff Johns a racist, and John Berg. Shocking. I was telling Andrew about this. I was like, what we go through, what we've been going through with cancel culture, our struggle, my struggle, as it were. it's nothing compared to what Jeff Johns is going through in Jeff's struggle. You know, his conf, much different than mine conf. His is like way more intense, way more intense. He's got people calling him Snake. He's in the movies. He's out there like he's working at the DCEU. Like he's got a much bigger magnifying glass on him. As such, it's important that he represent the DCEU carefully, examining questions about whether or not Cyborg has a penis and actually fielding those questions with dignity and honor, fair play, integrity. No, he doesn't have a penis. Why would he have a penis? He doesn't have anything. Look at him. He's just a head rolling around. And Mighty John E says, I think even EVS has a phallic obsession. Me? I'm not the one calling people racist over it. I don't have, I'm just saying. Angry Baneling says, good morning, Pope Pius. The first. Thank you, Angry Baneling. Welcome here. Welcome. It's always a pleasure. Yeah. I said, you know, you don't even know, like Andrea, like it's so much worse for Jeff. It's so much worse what he's got to go through. And they're calling him racist. They just call people racist for no particular reason. You know, he shows up in a documentary for the new Superman and Lois show. Jeff is Jeff is one of those talking heads in documentaries. He's like this. You see this much of him and he goes, yeah, so, and so it's really important that we examine Superman and his relationship with Lois Lane as more than just an ordinary love affair. I mean, it actually goes beyond that. It's something historical. It's something, Jeff does that. Now, they attack Jeff for even showing his face. Jeff being in a documentary as a talking head, talking about the new Superman show, which from what I understand from your boy Zach is actually good. I haven't watched it. They attacked him for that. How dare you? How dare you show up after you said that Cyborg might not have a dick or that people wouldn't care? We do care. Most certainly care. Alberto Bonsanto says there were reshoots to add the lower part of the body to Cyborg so that he could have a penis again. That idea didn't come from Snyder, but from Whedon. See, Joss Whedon was actually humoring Ray Fisher's fetish. That's amazing. And still Joss Whedon. Not good enough. Not good enough for Ray Fisher. It's never good enough. Still Traditional Art says Henry Cavill is Cyclops in MCU. I always thought Cyborg was Cyclops was a little bit of a wiener. I don't know. I never saw him as having that kind of a build. Now I'm looking at your chats and I'm paying attention to what you're saying in the chat, and I'm obsessed. R.I.P. your boy, Ferengi no more. I think he's still a Ferengi. He's just, Lord Finatra says, you curse too much. I keep having to approve your messages at checkpoint. Hail. Oh, thank you, Lord Finatra, for monitoring the chat carefully here. Nick from Naboo says, hi, chat. Greetings from Italy. Hello. And I miss Italy. I took a train all over Italy. They were very nice to me. They fed me sandwiches and pizzas. Oh, their pizzas are unbelievable. I went to Rome. I walked through the Colosseum. I'd love to go back to Italy. Andrea's never been. She'd like to go to Italy too. I'm going to ask her if she wants to go to Italy. After we fulfill everything, let's go to Italy. Just me and her. Let's leave the kids here. Can we just leave the kids here and then just go to Italy? See what she says. Tuna Wise Studio says Cavill as Captain Britain. Yeah, I agree with that. I think that would be good casting. I don't care about Captain Britain, neither does anyone else, but Maybe let's make people care. North Free says, daydreaming about food. You have a problem. I know. Yeah, but it was good. Like when you go to Italy, what you do is eat. That's what you do. They eat differently than we do. They wait, you don't in Italy, you wake up to breakfast and it's like basically cold cuts and really nice cheeses. And we would never do that. Olives, crackers. It's so good. Yeah, I would love to go back to Italy. Nick from Naboo is in Italy now. He says, I live near the place where Anakin and Padme got married in episode 2. Cool. No, not really bacon. They have the worst place to eat breakfast is England. I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with the British, but all of their food sucks. You get meat pies. Meat pies are okay. Surprise, surprise. But you do not eat, they eat baked beans for breakfast in England. They think that's normal. You don't eat beans for breakfast. In fact, you don't eat beans ever. Not ever. It's disgusting. I'm like, what are you guys doing over here? Their bacon is soggy. Fish and chips, yeah. Nothing wrong with that. Where was the best place? I've been to Europe a few times. German food was really good. I had a great time in Germany. Where else was good? Yeah, Germany was my favorite. Italy and Germany were great. They were great. But yeah, you British people, you got to come over here and you got to eat real food. Americans have real food. The British don't, we didn't beat your asses that badly. Come over here. There's no excuse for the way you people eat. Blue-Eyed Scorpio says, Ethan, come hold the extension ladder for me while I cut holes in the siding. I'll give you 2 pies. Make it 2.5. I'll do it. All right. So today, for new people who are here, Andrea right now is upstairs running around collecting. I can't believe she's doing this. I didn't expect her to. I mean, she must be flipping out because I told her that we were launching the 48-hour special today, but she said, well, when are we going to fulfill it? Because tomorrow we have a wedding to go to. And I said, yeah, we'll do it Saturday. But she doesn't want to wait. She wants to do it now. She wants to fulfill this stuff now. Anyway, we're doing a warehouse clearance sale. It's going to be 48 hours. You've got 48 hours to get on this. There's no excuse not to do it if it's a matter of, do I know about it? Do I have time? You do have time. You do know about it. It's right here. This is the special 48-hour special deal. $60 and 6 books. You're going to get the 2 ash cans that normally go for $25. You will get the Wrecked Planet ash can preview, which normally goes for $20. You will get all of the Cyberfrog Blood Honey line art variants, which I think are $20 a piece. That's $60 right there. So you just consider these free, the top row free. And you're going to get these 2 stickers. You're going to get an All Caps Comics glittery decal sticker that you can put on your motorcycle. I assume all of you have motorcycles. And you can get this, you will get this Rainbow the Brute, Rainbow Prismatic sticker. We are going to be selling these. I think we have enough. So 41 of them so far. We're going to be selling these for the next 48 hours. And basically just to help us please make room for more stuff. We have boxes and boxes of comics coming in, and we need to move some of the boxes and boxes of comics that we still have out. I say hold on to them. I say it's a good investment for us to hang on to these first printings of Cyberfrog Blood Honey. I have a feeling Cyberfrog 2 and Cyberfrog 3 will make these desirable, and people will be asking us, yeah, but where is the first print of Blood Honey? And we're just going to go, we don't have any. We sold them on clearance in 48 hours. We probably shouldn't have done that. That's what we're going to say. But you know what? Our loss is your gain. Pick up a copy of, not a copy, pick up this package here, this nice package. $60. We will ship them out. Evidently, we're going to ship them out immediately today. So not back, purchase on eBay from our eBay store. This great deal. The link is in the description. Just click on that description. And also, we're going to take a look at these other campaigns, and then we're going to make fun of Rose TICO. I don't want to make fun of Rose TICO. It's not something I necessarily want to do. But every now and then, when Star Wars, when Lucasfilm, when the SJWs at Star Wars want some sympathy, they bring up Rose TICO. They bring out Kelly Marie Tran and they pretend she's a survivor and they do all this stuff. It's complete bullshit. They're the ones who victimized her. Anthony Figaro says, "Come on, red beans and rice. That's Mexican. That sounds fine. It's a Monday tradition. Come down to New Orleans and see how beans are done." I'm just not a fan. I got to say, I'm not a fan of beans. If I eat them incidentally because they're part of a burrito, I'm all right. Just no thank you. You know what? Blazing Saddles ruined it for me. I don't want any food that its entire reputation is about making you fart uncontrollably. I don't want it. And the worst thing is to eat that first thing in the morning. You got to go through the rest of your day with like disgusting gaseous diarrhea. Why? Why would people do that? Like, just don't eat that stuff. I would say don't eat it. And those of you who are saying, yeah, it keeps you regular, some fruit would be good. For breakfast this morning, Andrea came down with a few slices of watermelon. She said, this is going to be refreshing for you. This will refresh you. She was right. It was great. I really appreciated watermelon first thing in the morning. Weirdness is going on everywhere. From bounding into comics, I don't want to get into Rose TICO right now. Do I do more stories or sick of it? Just sick of it. Sick of everything. The beauteous Rose TICO, though. They did have some good pictures. They did put some good pictures of her up there. Fuck Disney. You know what? I am never going to get to see the end of WandaVision because of what they did to Cara Dune, to the great Gina Carano. I'm never going to get to see that. They did that to me. Cancel my Disney Plus. So now I'm not going to get to see the end of WandaVision. I'm going to read spoilers about it. Steve Fernald says, have you seen the trailer for Peter Jackson's Beatles doc? It looks amazing. Yes, I did. I did see it. I saw it was like a 5-minute trailer and I was blown away by it. I'm a big Beatles fan, or I was when I was a teenager. I don't listen to the Beatles very much anymore because I have every note of every Beatles song memorized. So, listening to it now just feels like mush. Like I know all the songs so well. I just don't. You could put on Revolution and I'll never get tired of that song. Everybody's got something to hide except for me and my monkey. I like that song. Me and my monkey. But most of it I don't want to hear ever again. Having said that, I really like the Beatles as people. And, from what I saw in this trailer, what a contrast between what Peter Jackson's putting together and the original gloomy, shitty Let It Be movie. The Let It Be movie is so depressing. For a band like the Beatles, they were, the biggest band in the world. They were a bunch of fuck-ups. The Apple, when they made that stupid Apple store trying to sell things, they ended up giving everything away. Why did you even do that? They wanted to buy a private island. Magical Mystery Tour, the movie, was shit. You can watch it because it's the Beatles. You should watch it because it's the Beatles, but it isn't good. It just isn't good. And then Let It Be comes out, and it is so gloomy and depressing. Sure, there's the rooftop concert. That's fun, but most of what you see is these guys fighting like little bitches with each other. I don't understand being part of a big, powerful club. I don't understand being a part of a movement like the Beatles, unstoppable, and not being able to get along. I can't relate to that. I am always someone in a situation like this where I'm like, we need to get along. We need to get along because this is a business relationship. We need to get along. So I see them fighting like bitches, like just bitches. And I don't get it. I just don't get it. So the new Peter Jackson Beatles documentary shines a new light on it, and it shows them having fun during those final days. Shows them having fun together. I like that. Angry Bandling says you can watch the WandaVision finale. Pirate flags. I can't steal. Fuck it. Hispanic Patriot says Soyba Frog, a spoof where Cyberfrog wakes up and helps EVS deal with the soy invasion into comics based loosely on what you really dealt with. Do it. Hispanic Patriot, are you John Delarose? I can't. Maybe not. Maybe you're not. Are you the leading voice in Hispanic science fiction? The leading Hispanic voice? That'd be interesting. I think the Cyberfrog book, as it's coming along, says everything that needs to be said about everything. I like it. I live in the UK. I'd never, ever eat beans, says Peppermint Oil Capsule. Hell no, of course not. Of course you wouldn't, my friend. Why would you? Echo Base Network says, have you looked at turning your art into digital NFTs? A bunch of artists have made a ton of money doing that. You should look into it. Now, I heard about this and I went, oh, this doesn't make any sense to me. This is stupid. And then I went, but I said the same thing about Bitcoin. And I said the same thing about crowdfunding when crowdfunding first started. I didn't get crowdfunding. I didn't understand it. I said, why would people invest in something that they weren't going to see like a return in? I didn't understand what crowdfunding was all about. You mean people are just giving you money to make something? Why? They take all the risk out of this? Same thing with Bitcoin. I'm notoriously slow about things like this. I don't get it. So I read about NFTs and I went, I guess I should do it, but it is shit. It's a dumb, like this is another thing that makes absolutely no sense to me. I don't get it. I don't understand it. But I would like to make $3 million selling NFTs, which are non-fungible somethings. Yeah, I'll do it. Show me how. Show me why. 200 Watt Studio says Smiller only wishes he was Ringo. Yeah. You know what? I would be I would be Paul McCartney. I'd be the peacemaker. John Malin would be George Harrison, the quiet one who was seething inside with anger. And Cecil would be John Lennon. It is original digital art. Tokens. Like this stream, you commies. Oh, yeah, please hit the thumbs up on this. Did you watch yesterday? Something happens and only some scrub musician remembers the Beatles. They stole my idea. I had an idea very similar to that. I had an idea. This is what I wanted to do. And I've told you guys this idea before in the past. And this is a huge moneymaker. And yesterday was gay compared to this. So that guy who molested NSYNC, that big fat guy, you know, who created all those boy bands. I want him to be played by Jack Black. Okay, because I can see him, you know, having sex with boy bands. Anyway, he goes back in time and he finds himself in England in 1957 and he stops John Lennon's mother from dying. Okay, like I don't know what, he jumps in front of the cab, saves John Lennon's mother's life, and it changes the Beatles forever. John Lennon no longer has an edge to him. He's no longer an angry young man because his mom lived. Our boy Jack Black realizes where he is. He finds the Beatles. He puts them together, kind of insinuates himself into this group, and then he starts giving them songs. You boys are going to be big, he says, and he knows where to take them. He knows to take them to the Cavern Club. He knows to take them to Hamburg, Germany, and he starts feeding them instead of their own songs. He starts feeding them one-hit wonder. Number one hits from the 1990s and the 80s, you know, like Salt and Peppa's Push It. Salt and Peppa's Lonely Hearts Club Band actually, you know, gives these guys number one hits. So that way you would get to hear the Beatles doing shitty music, shitty pop music from the 80s. I would like to hear Snow's Informer as done by John Lennon. I would love to hear that. It would be great. Yeah. All that she wants is another baby. She's gone tomorrow, girl. All that she wants. Sean Lennon is a better man. I'm hearing people like Sean Lennon. I'm going to get Sean Lennon to do a Cyberfrog cover for me. He sent me a frog drawing. What would you guys, I mean, do you think that would bother people? Like, I only do things to bother people. Would it bother people if I got Sean Lennon to contribute a cover for Cyberfrog? I feel like it would. Here's the piece of artwork that he sent me. And I would publish this and just say, fuck, it's a Cyberfrog cover. What do you want from me? Yeah, hold on one second here. Let me show you. Yeah, this is Sean Lennon's, image of a frog. A bunch of frogs. Look at this. They have bee wings. They're fly bee wings. Put the Cyberfrog logo up here. Here's Sean Lennon himself with a suitcase. Anyway, this is one of his drawings. Should I do it? I say, hey, Sean, can I publish this piece of artwork as a Cyberfrog cover? It's the Sean Ono Lennon variant. That's the only reason to do something like that. You want to do like, it's the Cyberfrog Sean Ono Lennon variant. And then just let the SJWs go, or that's why you want to do it. Gay? Is that gay? All right, if it's gay, I won't do it then. Danny Rendon says, is singing Ace of Base a Nazi dog whistle? No, it's a Nazi frog whistle. Cyberfrog adapting dragonfly wings would look cool. Yeah, it would. Cyberfrog hallucination due to wasp poison. I'd buy the Beatles comic EVS. Sounds funny. Well, it wouldn't be. It would have to be a movie. It couldn't be a comic book. It would have to be a movie because the whole point of it would be we would get a Beatles cover, like sound-alike band, to go in there and do all of these songs. And then I like the idea that Jack Black becomes such a popular music producer, right? That he starts managing other bands from the 60s and he does the same thing to them. Like he finds Jim Morrison and he gives the Doors a bunch of shitty, they're like, he's a genius. This guy can write. He writes all of these crazy songs. That'd be great. Solve for X says, hi, Uncle E. I sent you over my Hex cipher. I'm not sure if you and the wife are watching WandaVision. Haha. Well, we're not watching WandaVision because Disney fired Gina Carano for her politics, and that is intolerable to me. I don't like that. So I'm not watching it, but I did see your Hex and I went like this. When I read it, I went like this. I went, let me just reenact. You sent me an email with your Hex cipher. And when I read it and I did read it, I went like this. Like that. That was my face. I don't know. I mean, it might have been too, it was too heavy for me. Dookie says, if you publish that Lennon cover, all the SJWs would have to run to their safe spaces. Well, I mean, that's why we might do it. Jim Morrison, hit me, baby, one more time. Oh, baby, baby. That'd be sweet, dude. The Doors doing Baby One More Time. You know that it would be untrue. You know that I would be a liar if I was to say to you, hit me, baby, one more time. Burner. Oh, God, that'd be great. Yeah. Have Narwhal write a Cyberfrog one-shot with the Lennon cover. That'd be good. The Doors are the second most overrated band after U2. We disagree. I think U2 are a great band, but I'm bored by them. The Doors are terrific, but I need to be in the right mood. I need to be in the proper mood, and I will put on the Doors. Trent Kanuga loves the Doors. That was one of his biggest things. He loved the Doors. And because I love Trent Kanuga, it made me love the Doors too. Trent was really into them. He thought Jim Morrison was a poet instead of a drunken charlatan and a fraud like I believed he was. Trent Kanuga's Creed, Reimaginary 1 and 2. This campaign's getting closer and closer to $50,000 with 13 days to go.
New from All Caps Comics. Wait, what? Creed Reimaginary. Desperate for material for his new comic and to escape the dread of high school life, 17-year-old comic book creator Mark Farley returns to the dream world once more, only to find that in his absence, a mysterious entity has plunged the world of dreams into despair and darkness. Bands of marauding Skeezicks scour the land, enslaving its inhabitants and forcing them to dig for the Dreamstone, a relic which grants the ultimate power of creation and destruction. Creed Reimaginary. Back it today only on Indiegogo.
Back Creed by Trent Kanuga. In the spirit of the Doors and Jim Morrison comes Trent Kanuga. Look, he's a video game designer. He's a comic book artist. And his return to comics is most welcome by everyone who remembers Creed, everyone who remembers his run on Ghost Rider too. Pick up a copy of Creed, get a sketch, get one of Trent's sketches on the inside of the book. And then also, let's do, why not pick up a copy of Unforgettable Tales number 4, which is Cyberfrog versus Creed or Creed versus Cyberfrog with brand new covers, one by me and one by Trent. I feel like doing that. I'll probably do that like this weekend. Let's get that cover up there so people can see it. Trent Kanuga's Creed, Reimaginary 1 and 2. 2 books. And you know what? Honestly, they're like 60 pages each or something like that. How big are these books? Let me double check. So I'm not just talking shit. 2 60-page books with your purchase. 2 of them for $40. 2 big 60-page comics. Great story, great art by Trent Kanuga. So I'm hoping you will consider backing Creed Reimaginary. The link is in the description below. While you're at it, why wouldn't you back Cyberfrog 2 Wrecked Planet in this day and age? With the world changing as it is. Why not back Cyberfrog 2 Wrecked Planet? Are you looking at the soy in the world? Are you seeing Wolverine being fireman carried by a 12-year-old girl while bitching and complaining and shaking his fist impotently? Are you sick of it? Are you fed up with it? Do you give up? You don't care if Ray Fisher's Cyborg has a penis or not. That is not your bag. You do not give a shit about that. If you are like me, because that describes me to a T. I've just emptied my soul, my heart and soul to you when I said all that stuff to you. If you're like me, then you will like Cyberfrog 2 Wrecked Planet. It's your comic book.
My name is Heather Swain. Philadelphia has always been my home. Life was good until it happened. I'm friends with a cybernetic enhanced human-like frog created to save Earth. Nobody appreciated or understood him, but I did. We were good friends who enjoyed hanging out with a bucket from the chicken fry. Just me, Cyberfrog, and his very large brother, Salamandroid. Until the invasion hit. They rained from the sky. These space invader giant hornets attacked everyone, killing more than could stay alive, and covered the earth with giant blood honey hives. They can't fly near trees, so we hid in the woods, burning endless fires to keep them away, wearing red so they can't see and kill us all. The last time I saw Cyberfrog, he told me he'd track me down. But it's been decades, and there's been no sign of him. Yet I can't shake the feeling he is not gone. I believe he will return again. We need Cyberfrog and his brother Salamandroid to return and fight off these invaders. To take back our wrecked planet, so we can live without fear. If you see my friend Cyberfrog, tell him I need him. We need him to save the world. This is Cyberfrog Wrecked Planet. Join the fight.
Join the fight. Join the fight by backing Cyberfrog 2 Wreck Planet. And also follow our eBay link to purchase Blood Honey, the Wreck Planet preview, and the two ash cans. They're not previews of anything. They're ash cans for the low price of $60 with a bonus of 2 stickers. And if you back Wreck Planet, good news, you are going to get toys, which is what everybody wants. I mean, people want toys these days. This is the Cyberfrog toy that you will be receiving with your order, your $25 purchase of Cyberfrog 2 Wreck Planet, whichever cover that you want. In fact, if you want 2 Cyberfrog toys, you could be a Think for Yourselfer. You could be a legend, and you could order both Van Skyver variants. Get 2 copies of Cyberfrog 2 Wreck Planet, Our Heroes variant, and the disgusting villainous scum wraparound chromium cover, and you will receive 2 frogs. 2 frogs. A lot of people asking about that, and I got to make it clear. Got to make it clear to people. So do that today. Back Cyberfrog 2 Wreck Planet. And also, check out Rainbow the Brute. This is our campaign for later this year. Later on in the year, we're going to be launching, or we're going to be fulfilling Rainbow the Brute, a fairy tale satire for real men. Rainbow the Brute.
New from All Caps Comics. Rainbow the Brute, the last real man in fairyland. A tale of prismatic pain, a spectrum of brutality, and a pretty good dad. Choke slam a unicorn by backing it today, only on Indiegogo.
Yes, choke slam those freaking unicorns, scum, rodents, disgusting unicorns. Who needs them? We want to get rid of them as quickly as possible. Rainbow the Brute is the story of a fairy barbarian whose job it is to protect the orbs of life from under the rainbow. Somebody steals his balls. And he has to go on a quest to find them. Saddle up, mount up on my girthy stallion, Napalm, and let's go find these balls of life with our son, who is a sissy. He is a little bit of a sissy. I don't mean to be critical, but, you know, look at him. Look at him. His name is, of course, Shiro Pocket. And he is Rainbow the Brute's illegitimate son. He didn't know. You know, sometimes you have sex with Polly Pocket and it's a one-night stand. You're not thinking that anything's going to happen, but this is what happens. This is the product of such a union, and raised by women who can only bend at the waist. Rainbow the Brute needs to teach his son how to be a man. He needs to do it quickly. Why not combine these two quests together into one comic book called Rainbow the Brute? While you're getting it, pick up. Oh, look at this nice variant cover with our boys. Why? Oh, look at this nice variant cover by Kyle Ritter. God, it's so good. While you're doing it, why not get My Girthy Stallion Barnstorm, a book about our stallions, tough horses, patriots, kick-ass horses versus communism, the forces of communism. You're not going to want to miss that at all. Why would you miss that? Why would you do that to yourself? Can't imagine why. You know, I don't know. I don't know why you would do that to yourself or me. Dr. Seuss. Oh, hold on. Let me see what you guys are doing here. R.I.P. White Rhinos. Kyle's cover is dope. Kyle Ritter is so good. Based on boomers who don't know how to be dads. LOL, says Risey Lee. Welcome, Risey Lee. Yeah. Anyway, the links are all in the description below. So if you guys want to check out any of these campaigns, feel free to do that. Go check it out. Go shop these campaigns. And certainly back that and our new eBay 48-hour special. All right, Dr. Seuss. Why? Why is this happening? Why is every day a worse nightmare than the day before? This is from Bounding Into Comics, the Daily Stupid. Bounding Into Comics is now providing an anthology of stupidity every day. I think it's every day. This is the first time I've seen it. Are they promising that this is going to be every 24 hours? All right. Superman. This is number one. Artist and Twitter user Batman KM has been publishing a series of posters encouraging people to mask up and get vaccinated. However, a pair of posters featuring Superman and his dog Crypto, which means something different now, doesn't it? Cryptocurrency. Send the complete opposite message of what he's been trying to do in the posters. He shared the posters to Twitter, writing, "Post number 20 and number 21 of my Heroes Vaccinate campaign. Superman and his loyal pup Crypto. Please get vaccinated when it's available and keep up with the masks and social distancing, folks. Let's do this. Please share and repost." We have no choice to do it. You can't go out in public anymore. You know, it's like you can't give somebody a little cuddle. You know, a year ago, it was only a year ago that you could walk up to a perfect stranger and sneeze right in their face and nobody would do anything. Like nobody cared. It wasn't a big deal. You can't do that anymore. You're not allowed to actually just spit globlets of mucus into your neighbor's eyes anymore, or their nose or their mouth or their ears. Can't do it. Can't do it because of the fucking Chinese. And that's where we find ourselves today. We all have to wear masks. I thought I was going to die the other day because I have asthma and I had to do a whole lot of grocery shopping. I was getting very grouchy with Andrea. You know, she's like, if you're going to be grouchy all the time when we go shopping, I'm like, I can't breathe. I'm wearing this mask in this place. It's cold outside. My asthma's acting up. And nobody's concerned about me. They're all concerned about COVID. Why not be a little bit more concerned about my asthma? Nobody cared. Still, they probably still don't. You guys probably don't either. Post 20 and 21. All right, so here we go. Past Vax tributes in one gallery here. You got Superman. Whatever it takes to save the world. He's got a Krypton vaccine thing here. Woof. Good girl, Crypto. Crypto is not a girl. If you look at the Crypto poster carefully, he's referred to as a girl. Way to get the gender wrong. Crypto is a male dog. That's obviously a forgivable mistake. It wouldn't warrant a position on the Daily Stupid. However, what does warrant a spot is that both Crypto and Superman are receiving kryptonite vaccines. The gun used for the vaccine says kryptonite drill syringe. If you know anything about Superman, you know his weakness, and that of other Kryptonians is kryptonite. This is just the broken radioactive fragments of Krypton, the planet that exploded because of global warming. In fact, in Superman number 22, Superman actually kills Kexul, Zaura, and Zod with a small piece of kryptonite, albeit these Kryptonians are from an alternate Earth, so don't worry about it. Here you have him. Look, no, green kryptonite. Superman's a dick. As for what would happen if Superman was injected with kryptonite, well, that played out in Justice League Dark Apocalypse War. Don't bother watching this. After being defeated by Darkseid, Superman is injected with kryptonite that makes him utterly weak. In fact, even Constantine is able to punch him, and Constantine is a pussy. Something that would not be possible if he had not been injected by kryptonite. Superman getting a kryptonite vaccine would actually cause severe repercussions for him. He would not get it, and would most definitely wouldn't allow Krypto to get it either. It's completely idiotic. This is a well-written post. I agree. Superman would not get that kind of a vaccine. It would kill him. So I guess what they're trying to say is that the vaccine is going to kill us too. Risey Lee says, watch the movie, Boomer. Last Crusader says, I don't care about any of this anymore. Later, dorks. Last Crusader. Alan Cooper says, asthma is for pussies. Boy, everyone is so grouchy now. Now I know how Andrea felt in that supermarket when I was being grouchy. You have no right to not be cheerful, guys. No right. Wash away your bad mood as though it were bad breath. You brush your teeth so that people can be around you. Brush away your bad mood as well. Be cheerful like me. Amazon updated its app icon after comparisons were made that it resembled Adolf Hitler. Back on January 26, Not the Bee reported the new app icon and claimed, I mean, it's a smiling mouth with a Hitler stash above it. Look at it. I see it. A couple of days later, the New York Post and writer Yaron Steinbuch reports Amazon has changed its new smartphone app logo after critics said the earlier incarnation was a dead ringer for Adolf Hitler. The new logo now features a blue piece of tape with its corner flipped up. Not everything is Hitler. Sometimes it's just a piece of packing tape. This isn't even stupid. This is insanity. Did you guys think that looked like Hitler? Did you guys think that was a good reason for Amazon to change their entire logo? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. If my logo looked like Hitler in any way, I probably would change it, but fortunately it doesn't. My signature doesn't look anything like a swastika or anything like that. So I'm just going to leave that as it is. I am not a pussy like Amazon. I'm not a reactionary. We bought a new house. Having said that, I don't know. Here's our new house. Doesn't look like Hitler at all. If you lived in this house and somebody told you that it resembled Hitler, would you move? House Hitler. I don't think you would. I think you would just ignore them, which is what you do when people make those Hitler comparisons. Goodness sakes. All right. Newborns are racist. As first reported by Center on Wealth and Poverty at Discovery Institute Director Christopher F. Rufo, and subsequently covered by the Daily Wire, the Arizona Department of Education claims that newborns can be racist as early as 3 months old. Let's see if we can get it down to 2 months old. Rufo reports the Arizona Department of Education has created an equity toolkit claiming the babies show the first signs of racism at 3 months old, and that white children remain strongly biased in favor of whiteness by the age of 5. All right, newborn Hitlers. Newborn Nazis. All right, so here we go. They're not too young to talk about race. You want to let them know. He shared a screenshot from the toolkit. It reads, at birth, babies look equally at faces of all races. At 3 months, babies look more at faces that match the race of their caregivers. So that is bigoted. That's clearly bigotry. It also says silence about race reinforces racism by letting children draw their own conclusions based on what they see. Don't let children draw any conclusions about anything on their own. It's your job to teach them what their gender is too. First, let them tell you. All right, expressions of racial prejudice often peak at ages 4 and 5. By 5, Black and Latinx children in research settings show no preference towards their own groups compared to whites. White children at this age remain strongly biased in favor of whiteness. Age 5. By kindergarten, children show many of the same racial attitudes that adults in our culture hold. They have already learned to associate some groups with higher status than others. Explicit conversations with 5 to 7-year-olds about interracial friendship can dramatically improve their racial attitudes in as little as a single week. By 46 years old, your baby has become a full-grown bigot. Full-grown monster. Risey Lee says, going to watch Test Hope to see you there, EVS. Going to watch Test? What is Test? All right. So teach your kids not to be racist. Now, this is the big story here. The Washington Post White House reporter and senior political analyst for MSNBC and NBC News, Ashley Parker, thinks Dr. Seuss books are unnecessarily long, generally annoying, and just not that good. The only silver lining is that the plots are so convoluted that you can usually skip pages without anyone noticing. Yeah. I did that. I was like, 1 fish, 2 fish, fuck this, blue fish, whatever. It was fine. I got it. I followed along with the story. In response to this tweet, Loyola University, Maryland Associate Professor Dr. Amy Bree Becker wrote, "Green eggs and ham is so fucking long. Just try the damn green eggs and ham already. Could have liked it 15 pages earlier. Could have liked it 15 pages earlier." That's a good argument against rape culture being a thing. You know. You would have effed me and liked it 15 times ago. I wouldn't have had to sexually harass you for 2 years if you had just let me have sex with you. Green eggs and ham. Green eggs and ham. Green hair and ma'am. I do not like green hair and ma'am. I do not like it. I am ma'am. It's ma'am. It's ma'am. There are only 72 pages in Green Eggs and Ham. How did these people get their positions if they are this stupid and lazy? Good question. This has been your Daily Stupid. If you have suggestions for tomorrow, leave a comment or hit us up on social media. Who wrote this? I mean, this is a great John F. Trent. Thank you. You're my favorite John F. Out of every John F. that's ever lived, you're like now my favorite. Very impressed with that. All right, let me see what you guys are doing here in the chat. That's hot, says Firebird fan. Bob Bug with one eye is king. Says Ethan eats green eggs or eats green ham. I'd be like, well, what is it? Just ham with food coloring in it? All right. Why does it have food coloring in it? I'd say. That's all I would say. And then I would do it's no big deal. John F. Kennedy is no longer the favorite, says Liberator 29. That is correct. Now it's John F. Trent. I like him a lot. Long live John F. Trent. No, F. John F. Kerry. F. John F. Kerry. Hated that dude. Hated that dude. SJWs are just big corporate puppets being used for the agenda of subjugating the entire human race into communism. They think SJWs are controlling the corporations. It's the other way around. Derp. Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. 200 Watt Studio says, MSNBC analyst confused by Dr. Seuss complicated plotting. Sounds about right, LOL. I don't know. I think she was probably just joking. What about says, why is EVS wearing a weapon? That's my right. Open carry. It is my right. John Frankenstein Kerry. He had this big, tall head. He was a pussy. He gets a medal and he throws it over the fence at the White House, allegedly. Just shut up. Go to war. Go fight for this country. Go fight the North Vietnamese. Cumberbatch Pepperpot says, green eggs and ham is about keeping kosher. Cheers. I didn't even think of that. That is great. That is a great observation. Yeah, I didn't even realize that. But you're probably right. All right, so we're going to talk about Rose TICO now. We got to do it. I'll talk about Rose TICO. But before we do, let me remind you of our eBay sale that's going on today. 48 hours where you are able to get a Cyberfrog bundle at a nice deep discount. And also, do not forget, what's it right here? Do not forget to check this out on our eBay store. We've got Mike S. Miller Cyberfrog drawings. Mike S. Miller provided these beautiful sketch cards, official Cyberfrog sketch cards here. He drew Heather. He drew Cyberfrog three times. Heather twice. Don't forget, do not miss out on Mike S. Miller original Cyberfrog art. He would be thrilled if a big fan of his owned these. And also, we've got E.J. Morges cards, original art of Cyberfrog, Heather Swain, Salamandroid. These are going quick. We've sold quite a few of these already. That's a nice Salamandroid. Triptych here. Did we sell one of the triptychs? I think we did. We've got a triptych by E.J. Morges. If you look at it, it's 3 cards that go together into one picture. It's absolutely beautiful. Heather Swain in her underpants with a Vespis head, a severed Vespis head, and lots more. So just check out our eBay store and help yourself. Get some of this stuff. Get some Cyberfrog cards and books. Get some booty. What is this? Sold out dollhouse military pinups. There's only one left. What is that? I might have to. What am I waiting for? I might have to get that. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, we've sold 54 48-hour specials so far. 54 of them to you guys. Thank you eternally. Thank you so much. Angry Bannerling says, I wouldn't take Smiller art if it was free. Facts. Well, that's just you, Angry Bannerling. I'm sure that there are other Smiller. What is this? You ruined Star Wars, says Joshua Gonzalez. Who, me? I did? What did I do? How did I ruin Star Wars? Winston Leg Thigh says, what's with your jacket? Are you trying out for the gang from Michael Jackson's Beat It? These are good comments. I would try out for it. I would try out for it, but I didn't want to lose. Nobody wants to be defeated. Last Crusader says, Kelly Marie Tran looking thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. Well, let's find out together, shall we? Let's go take a look at the great Kelly Marie Tran. Subject of sympathy and martyrdom. I don't know why. I find her to be lovely. I find Kelly Marie Tran to be beautiful. I always have. All right, so this is a big article. I just want to look at the booty pictures. All right, here is Hollywood reporter Kelly Marie Tran. The resurrection of Kelly Marie Tran. She was dead. On surviving Star Wars bullying. These bullies? Who was bullying Kelly Marie Tran? You do not bully my TICO. The pressures of representation and Raya, the Last Dragon. The pressures of representation. Yeah, don't make Rose TICO represent anything. Emperor J. Bomafan says, I'm just here. Did I miss the Blood Honey box? No. It's not launched yet. Blood Honey box has a ways to go yet. First, we have to fulfill warts and all. Then we're going to launch the Blood Honey box. But there's still 48-hour Cyberfrog bundles that are available on our eBay store. Check out the links in the description. All right. After intense, racist, and sexist online trolls caused the actress to close up shop, these bastards. David Bowser says, no, EVS is auditioning for Weird Al's Eat It. I didn't have a chance to tell Kelly Marie Tran how I feel about her. I did not have a chance because of racist and sexist online trolls. Because of them, I never got to communicate with Kelly Marie Tran. Sure, I have her autograph. It's right behind my head on my Star Wars The Last Jedi poster. I don't know if you can see it. I appreciate having her autograph, but I would have liked to have said how much Rose TICO meant to me personally. I like her. I like that little fascist dumpling. I really appreciate it. Her whole thing was to shock the balls of anybody who wanted to flee the volunteer army that they had joined right before it was meant to crash headlong into a Star Destroyer suicide mission. If you are not with the suicide mission, she will shock you in the balls with her little orange shocker and straighten you out. Fight to the end, soldier. Do not abandon ship. And that's who she was. And I appreciated her. And I never got to tell her. Good thing she is resurrected now. No, maybe I'll have another chance. Trans has emerged stronger and surer of who she is. I feel like a totally different human. That doesn't sound like she feels surer of who she is. If she feels like a totally different human than who she was, sounds like she feels confused. Sounds like she is not so sure of who she is. I promise you, Rose TICO, you are the same person that you always were. You just quit Twitter. Like your boy Zach. By the way, your boy Zach quit Twitter too. He feels like a totally different human, but he's not. He's still the same human. I keep telling him that. Kelly Marie Tran's first recording session for Raya and the Last Dragon involved a leap of faith. As the titular warrior princess, she stood in a booth in Disney's animation Burbank offices and performed the dialogue, an incantation meant to awaken a mythical creature that could help save the world. The taping went smoothly, but right before the scene wrapped, Tran spoke up. Hey, actually, would you mind if I tried something? I wouldn't mind. Shucks. What do you need to try? She explained to the directors Don Hall and Carlos Lopez Estrada that if she were in Raya's situation, having extended a gesture of friendship, only to invite a world-ending betrayal, she would feel a lot more conflicted, almost chagrined at reaching out with no guarantee anyone would respond. They told her to go for it. They told her to go for it. Go for it. Igor Bondar wants to know if her change involves ping pong balls or the trick that she wants to do. Can I try something? Does it involve ping pong balls? They told her to go for it. All right. We really need your help, Tran murmurs as Raya alone in a cave. To be honest, I need your help. I made a mistake. This is my reading of her line. I trusted someone I shouldn't have, and now the world is broken, she said in her trembling words in a near whisper. Oh, I didn't say it like that. Hold on. We really need your help. To be honest, I need your help. I made a mistake. I trusted someone I shouldn't have. Doug Tenaple. And now the world is broken. Now the world is broken. How was that good? What? You guys didn't like that, or you did? All right. Says Lopez Estrada, there were 5 or 6 of us in the booth on the other side, and we all had tears in our eyes. Thank you. The final cut features Tran's own words. Reyes sees the world in this doughy-eyed, idyllic way, and then the world sort of breaks, and it changes the way in which she interacts with the world. She says now, just before the film's March 5th release in theaters, that's tomorrow, and on Disney Plus, that was the way into the character. I've definitely, in the past, viewed the world through rose, no pun intended, colored glasses, and now I feel like I'm in the back smoking a cigarette saying, I've seen things. When the world first met Tran, she was the girl who had won a golden ticket and wanted to bring everyone along on her tour of the chocolate factory. Holy shit, that's hot. Let me read that again. When the world first met Tran, she was the girl who had won the golden ticket, and she wanted to bring everyone along on her tour of the chocolate factory. The unknown actor who had catapulted from improv stages to Star Wars, the biggest movie franchise in the world, met her moment with pinch me glee. She felt grateful to be chosen. Not that she was some starry-eyed MILF. Oh, naive. As pre-release publicity for Episode 8, The Last Jedi, got underway, she started an Instagram account and used it to poke holes in the Hollywood mythos that makes the unfamous feel like lesser mortals. I never thought I'd be in a world where someone would pay for people to dress me, to do my hair. Fuck what they did to your hair, TICO. Do my makeup. We spend our whole lives trying to hold ourselves up to a standard that is truly unattainable, Tran wrote in a caption to an October 2017 post in which she juxtaposed a red carpet photo with a snapshot of herself posing on the street in a Jaws t-shirt and a novelty oversized glasses. Waka waka. The chick on the left is who I am 1% of the time. That chick on the right is who I am 99% of the time. And you know what? They're both worthy of love. To be honest, TBH, this is the only way to behave when you become famous, BuzzFeed declared in an article celebrating her account, December 2017, a week before The Last Jedi's premiere. Everyone knows what happened after the movie came out. Rian Johnson's vision of a galaxy far away divided obsessive fans, and Tran, as the franchise's most prominent newcomer and first woman of color in a lead role, bore the brunt of haters' ire. John Boyega and Daisy Ridley faced similar harassment when they were introduced in episode 7. They polluted her feed with racist and sexist insults. They cut her action figures in half with bolt cutters on YouTube videos. Nathan Rosario, hey, $10, says, just went live with the Stump 2 campaign on Indiegogo last night. Please check it out. Check out Stump number 2 by Nathan Rosario. Good looking book. She deleted all her posts, and by the time Rise of Skywalker premiered, December 2019, the girl who happy cried her way down her first red carpet 2 years earlier had been replaced by a woman who stared down the cameras at the El Capitan Theater, lips sealed in a defiant... TICO. If someone doesn't understand me or my experience, it shouldn't be my place to have to internalize their misogyny or racism or all of the above. I agree with that. I always say that about me. People don't understand me. It shouldn't be my place to have to internalize their weirdness, goofballery, their bullshittery. I don't want to internalize that. Good for you, Kelly Marie Tran. She does look glamorous. You're right about that. Nova Blast. She looks glamorous. The night is young, and you're so glamorous. And if I feel over amorous, TICO, what can I do? The night is young, and I'm in love with you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. It wouldn't be a surprise to find Tran, now 32, closed off and unwilling to engage with the public, that returned her goodwill with bile. So it's a relief instead to peer through a Zoom screen and find her barefaced, smiling, and game to process the unique set of life experiences that brought her from obscurity to Star Wars trailblazer to Disney princess, attended by a dual torrents of intense scrutiny and toxic fandom. In other words, get over it. In other words, get over it. Welcome to the real world. Not everybody is celebrating your life. Not everybody is celebrating what you feel are your accomplishments. How do you think I felt when like 3% of people who read Cyberfrog didn't think it was the best thing they've ever read? How do you think I felt? You think I internalized it? No, I ignored it, called those people retards, and moved on. And that's what you need to do. Move on with your life. You can't just sit down. You can't just hide. You can't just complain. You can't just moan and bitch and moan and bitch and moan and bitch, bitch, bitch. You got to get out there and make the world a better place by force of your own will. There must be a triumph involved here, a triumph of the will, a triumph of the will in your struggle or my struggle. Get out there. Work. Work hard. Tran's decision to wipe her Instagram. All that remains is a one-line bio. Afraid, but doing it anyway. Fear nothing. Don't be afraid of anything. Don't be afraid of anything. Get out there and do it. Work. Work, work, work. In June 2018, it made headlines to her consternation. What's interesting to me about working in this industry is that certain things become so public, even if you don't really mean them, like the succession of events to which I left the internet for my own sanity, she says. It was basically me being like, oh, this isn't good for my mental health. I'm obviously going to leave this. Where is Zach's article? Zach did the same thing. He said the same stupid shit. Where is your boy Zach's Hollywood Reporter article praising him as a survivor and a victim? Zach is definitely a victim. Why isn't your boy Zach being feted in this manner by these Hollywood vampires? Why? He should be. Your boy Zach said all of this stuff. And he was mistreated too. Zach has closed himself off and he is unwilling to engage with the public that returned his goodwill with bile. So occasionally it's a relief to watch his videos and imagine him barefaced and smiling, game to process a unique set of life experiences that brought him from obscurity in the backseat of his cars with comic books, reviewing the latest issue of She-Hulk for his YouTube audience, to Comicsgate Trailblazer, Comicsgate Prince, not Princess, Comicsgate King, attended by dual torrents of intense scrutiny and toxic SJW scum. No wonder. No wonder. And Zach could have said that. He could have said, what's interesting to Zach about working in this industry is that certain things become so public. The fact that he worked in a Sunny D factory, everybody knows that now. Making Sunny D. slightly radioactive, life-shortening sunny D. You could drink orange juice, but why bother? Drink this instead. Drink this chemically laced shit that your boy Zach is making for you. Things became public, even if you don't really mean them to be, like the successions of events in which Zach left the internet for his own sanity. It was basically Zach being like, oh, this isn't good for my mental health. These people are melt brains. I'm obviously going to leave this. I want to see this article. I want to see Zach dressed like this. Not dressed like that, but in that pose. I need to see Zach like this with some weird shit behind him. Some flowers. I don't know what. Where is his article? Where's his parade? Where is Zach's parade? All right. At the time, she was in the final week of production for the first season of the Facebook watch drama Sorry for Your Loss, a meditation on grief in which she plays a recovering alcoholic. Oh, I'd love to see that. She was very candid about being real, She was very candid about being in a real uncharted territory, says creator Kit Steinkellner, another German, of their conversations on the CBS Radford lot in Studio City. It's a rare and awful thing to have that level of volume of hate come at you so relentlessly. It isn't that rare. Happens to me every day, and I don't understand it. And it happened to Zach every single day. I was really impressed with how she dealt head-on with the intense and complicated feelings that anybody would have about this, while continuing to really give as an artist and a friend and a human. Stop. What is this about being a human? SJWs like congratulate themselves for being human beings. Big deal. That's a minimal accomplishment. Being a human being, she's a really good human. And by the way, what did she do? She ran away from the internet, so I couldn't say hi to her. So it's not like she handled this well. She didn't handle it that well. Steinkellner likens trans performance to a chiaroscuro painting. All the lights and all the darks. Oh, it's Wanda. I'm sorry, I'm not watching your show anymore, ma'am. I'm not watching. I'm not going to know what happens to the Scarlet Witch. Adopted sister of Elizabeth Olsen. Did you know that she is Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen's younger sister? I didn't know that. 99% of the time, they aren't human EVSs. Shane Zielinski. Yeah, I know that. They're inhumane. Trans says the whole experience felt like she fell in love very publicly and then very publicly had an embarrassingly horrible breakup. That's Star Wars for you. That's SJW Star Wars. She leaned on her tight-knit, pre-fame circle of friends, including the members of her all-Asian American female improv troupe number one son. Zach did the same thing. He held on to his members of his all-Caucasian male heterosexual YouTube friends. Sounds different when we say it. Yes, you retreated to your racial, ethnic, social circle. That's what you do. If someone doesn't understand me or my experience, it shouldn't be my place to have to internalize their misogyny or racism or all of the above. I've said that all the time. Maybe they just don't have the imagination to understand that there are different types of people living in the world. Tired of these Germans. That's right, Mr. Donks. I will name the German. Other than an op-ed in the New York Times in which she penned an assertive, moving declaration of renewed purpose to combat the lies that society teaches about women and people of color. Tran also withdrew from the spotlight altogether. I left. I said no to a lot of things. Say yes and stay. Tired of this. The more I read this, the more angry I get. The more I read this, the more furious I get with everyone except for myself. The more I read this, the less I personally internalize or take responsibility for anything that anyone else does. And the more right and self-assured I feel. So let me continue. It's good for me. I felt like I was just hearing the voice of my agents and my publicity team and all of these people telling me what to say and what to do and how to feel. And I realized I don't know how I felt anymore. And I didn't remember why I was in this in the first place. You were in this because J.J. Abrams and Ryan Roundhead Johnson convinced you to become a part of Disney Star Wars. And then they ruined your life. And you probably thought it was a pretty big opportunity, didn't you? But it wasn't. It was a nightmare that you are still dreaming and you cannot awaken from. It is a comatose, demonic, waking, panicky nightmare. You have sweat through your sheets. You have peed the bed. Something is sitting on your chest, cackling, and you open your eyes, and it is Kathleen Kennedy. Paralyzed. Your heart is pounding. Why? Why did I agree to become Rose TICO in Star Wars? Why? Who are these liars? Who are these Germans who convinced me that this would be good for me? It wasn't. It wasn't. Anytime that happens, I have to close up shop and go away for a while and really interact in the real world. Read books and journal and go on hikes and look at a tree and remind myself that there was once a fire that burned inside of me before Star Wars, before any of this. And I need to find it again. You can find it over my house. I will be burning. I found 3 copies of Xenotype that I didn't burn. So there will be a fire in my house. 3 copies of Xenotype. They fell out of the box in the back room. Ah! Look at her. Star Wars was the worst thing that could have possibly happened to you. It's the worst thing. Lancer737, thank you for $5. Marvel ripped off the species alien and put her in their Aliens comic. I fear that they will wipe out the King Alien from continuity because of Disney. Your fears are justified, my friend. And thank you for $5. This is terrible. Harassing the actors and actresses will do nothing, tweeted John Boyega. Harassing the actors and actresses will do nothing, tweeted German John Boyega to trolls after Tran left social media in 2018. God. Hooray, you're in Star Wars. Hooray. And the worst thing about it is, or the best thing, you're going to be signing Star Wars autographs for the rest of your lives. The most important thing about you is the thing that destroyed you. And that is sad. That is sad. Take a minute. Take a minute. Let's just think about what we've read together. Poor TICO. Poor TICO. Does everybody feel okay? You ready? You ready to go back? All right, let's go. Considering the lengthy gestation period for animated features, Raya and The Last Dragon comes with some timely parallels. Although a sinister atmospheric force, much like a virus, provides the overt threat in the film, the story's true antagonist is disunity. As the fictional land of Kumandra has been fractured into 5 kingdoms, while people give in to their impulses of power, greed, and mistrust. The Anastasia says, we'll survive this together, everyone. I hope so. I hope so. The holy hell is going on here? I swear to God, it's anime stuff pisses me off. Hold on 1 minute. Every day it's a living hell. Okay. All right, guys. Let's get back to the and with disparate Asian American communities in real life offering a variety of responses to the spike in hate crimes over the past year, Raya, the first Disney animated film to be directly inspired by Southeast Asian cultures, takes on additional resonance, even as the movie has also received criticism for casting East Asians in several roles. I want to read this. As the first woman of color Star Wars lead and first Southeast Asian Disney princess, Tran is well aware that she is a symbol of representation and is getting better at wearing the mantle without letting it suffocate her. I understand why there's that sort of label on the things I've done. As a kid, I saw people working in this industry, and I thought they were somehow elevated human beings. And if I ever got to that place, I would never feel any insecurity or doubt. And that's just not true. So I acknowledge and validate the label of these things being historic. And I'm so grateful to be a part of them. But for my own sanity, I have to not think about that too much. Don't think about it too much, TICO. It's a constant tug of figuring out, I'm doing this because I love doing it, but also being so cognizant of the lack of representation. And because of that, all of a sudden, you're the de facto person representing the whole group of people. That's an immense amount of responsibility that, quite frankly, is a little unfair to people. And Kelly has handled it with so much grace. As the filmmakers and creators who have worked with Tran asked her what she was like on their sets, they all volunteer a specific version of the same anecdote. She would introduce herself to everyone on the crew, says Ryan Johnson. She'd poke her head in the departments and ask, "What are you guys doing here?" I'd turn around. She'd be helping sew in pork feathers. Steinkellner says, you hear of divas and superstars, and there are also actors who just come in and do the work and are polite and courteous to below-the-line crew. But Kelly makes it a point of really seeing people. To use a woo-woo LA word, honoring everybody. She'd ask in a responsible way, a respectful way, if she could just shadow and observe the other parts of the machine that normally an actor doesn't get involved with. The dark parts of Hollywood. That makes me want to die, says Tran. Maybe it's because to this day, I still have worked longer as an admin assistant than a working actor. And because I didn't grow up in the industry, going into my first movie, I remember people being like, oh, so you're hanging out with the PAs on the weekends? And I'd be like, yeah, so? I still don't ever want to believe these made-up little status titles we have in Hollywood. I tell my agent all the time, the day that becomes me, I will go back to college and become a scientist. Become a scientist. Thank you. All right, so that's the roast TICO story. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed it. I feel closer to her now. How do you guys feel? You hated it? Be right back. Got a puke, says Mick Bright. Okay. Hates made up status titles, proceeds to use term administrative assistant. All right. There's a little bit of hypocrisy. I was almost finished, D, says Dr. Coffin Nails. Let me see. Sketch Therapy says, I think they twist people's words. Here's a super chat from the Sultan of Zanzibar. On a more positive note, Mark Beecham's Indiegogo campaign, Supergirls Volume 2 art book, only has 4 days left. Go get some sexy art from Mark Beecham. Yeah, Mark Beecham. Amit Reyna says, I had it on mute. I thought that was a good performance. You guys didn't enjoy my performance of that article? Do you feel like you know Kelly Marie Tran a little bit better now? Did it give you any strength? Any resilience? Do you feel better about things? No? Well, I guess I understand why. Disney sucks. Disney is a hellhole. Disney is the worst place on the face of the earth, and the people who work there right now are absolutely horrible. And that's why this is happening. Yes. Remember this, guys? Yeah, everyone, Disney is going to close 20% of Disney store locations by the end of the year. We can't stop winning. Why is this happening? I think a lot of people are canceling their Disney Plus subscriptions. And that's on you and I. Yeah. Comic Artist Pro Secrets.
I'm just looking for a big yellow. It's 6-inch stilettos, Dr. Dre. Hello. Percolating, keep them waiting while you sitting there hating. Your bitch is hyperventilating, hoping that we penetrating. You get snating, cause I never been to Satan. For hardcore administrating.
We're gonna see a lot more of this, guys. An awful lot more. Disney has been pretty resilient through this.
You can tell him it's my son, he's hurting and he's a felon. On parole for
but it's not going to last.
Ain't no stopping the G. I'm in the 6, you got to hop in the 3. Company monopoly, you handle shit sloppily. I drop a key properly. They call me the Don Dada, pop a collar, drop a dollar. If you hear me, you can holler, even rock waller.
Yeah.
Follow the Impala, wanna talk about this concrete nigga. I'm a
Dr. Blue Box 11 says, Uncle E, did you take that jacket from Billy Idol? Also, did you see the High Council cover? Of course we did. We talked about it earlier. Stealing Solo. Phantom Menace edition. 23,000. Not bad.
Take your notebook, your bitch, and your clock. This motherfucker thought the coochie had a padlock. You slapped her ass, that's alarming. Cause you on my worm like Carmen. We can't check niggas. Them dead check niggas. Run trains, don't go niggas. Beware.
Thought the coochie had a padlock. All right, let's get rid. That's a little just. You know what? That's what's called nostalgia. I heard that and I just immediately went, oh, I'm on the High Council. It's 2019. This is how we open all of our shows. Oh, it's great. It's really great. Stealing Solo Phantom Menace edition. Jeff Hicks decides to put a new cover on his classic Stealing Solo comic. He puts everybody, we got Anna. Anna painted this. And she doesn't look like her. I mean, it's interesting that you would think Anna would work on her own likeness. I think she got pretty much everybody else correct except for herself. There's me with a pie in the front. Why am I in the front, Anna? That's interesting. Why do you put me in the front? Jeremy is on the top, though. Luke Skywalker. You've got Jeff Hicks here as Chewbacca. You've got Cecil as Jabba the Hutt. I think this is Tom as Salacious Crumb. That's Nerdrotic. That's Gary Nerdrotic. That's just interesting here. They're going to make some action figures, I guess. I hope they do. Hope they make action figures of themselves. All right. So back this comic, if you missed it the first time, it's got a new cover by Anna. And I think there's a new piece. So the High Council rides again. Jeremy. I do miss these guys. I had fun with them. I like the High Council. I did like it. It was fun. It was just too much. Doing it every Tuesday, I didn't want to know where I had to be on Tuesday consistently. And I think that, the breakup was probably mostly my fault. I was like, I don't like to have to be somewhere Tuesday. Do you understand? I go where I want to go when I want to go. I go where I want to go when I want to go. Like a puppy piddling in the corner. I don't want to do that. So Phantom Menace, Stealing Solo, Phantom Menace edition, back Jeff Hicks' new comic, back Starblades by the great Kyle Ritter. This was at $175,000, and then we announced that All Caps Comics was going to publish it. Boom, 189. We're almost at 190,000. This comic book is going to get to 200,000, making it one of the biggest Comicsgate campaigns ever, especially for a first try. This is Kyle right out of the gate, almost $200,000. We're getting ready to send this to print. I've got everything that I need, and it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. Kyle sent us the money. We deposited the check yesterday, so we are ready to print this for him and fulfill it. No problem. That's what we're going to do. Let me see here. Trent Kanuga's Creed. Reimaginary books 1 and 2. So wow, just hit 49,000. We're on our way to 50,000, Trent. We're on our way to 50,000 with 2 weeks to go. And that's great news. We're in a good spot there. Rainbow the Brute. I gave a little bit of a pitch for this today. We made some money. We sold some Rainbow the Brute books. Good. Thank you very much for that, everyone. And of course, Cyberfrog 2 Wrecked Planet is still here and didn't sell not even one copy today. People are more concerned with other stuff, I guess, but that's okay. We are getting closer to 1.15. I think, we'll get 50,000 here, and I guess that's another substantial number. It's still not Order of the Stick. We're like 150. We're like $100,000 away from Order of the Stick on Kickstarter. It's possible that we get there once we start fulfilling, but I don't know. I'm not sure. We might close it down soon. We might just close it down. All right. I want to thank everyone. I would like to dedicate this stream to Sean Ono Lennon. And I would like to dedicate this stream to all of you. Let me read the super chats. And see what you guys had to say to me. There's probably more obscenity, more bigotry, more hatred. I hope so. I hope there is. Blood 71 says, does Disney thank the concentration camp authorities in TICO's new movie too? Probably. I think that they probably do. Tungsten XE says, I cried. That is 20 minutes of my life I can't get back listening to that. Dr. Bluebox 11, I read that one. Let me see. You were more entertaining in the last 40 minutes than Hollywood women have been in the last 8 years. Praise the sun. P.S. Stop hating on anime, says Angry Baneling. Hey, well, thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoyed the show. Lancer737 says Marvel. Oh, I read that one. Kelly looks like a VC, says Antonio Cardenas. Whoa, you think she's like Viet Cong? That's something else. David Bowser says, poor Zach, the man can't catch a break. Zaid Comics says, damn me, that jacket's looking fresh. You look like a villain from Magic Cop. We are almost to 100 backers on Magic Cop 2. Grab a copy today. All right, Zaid Comics. Ronald Shaw, Kelly Marie Tran says, I trusted Kathleen Kennedy, and now the world is broken. That is what that interview said. David Bowser says, EVS is auditioning for Weird Al's Eat It. Let me see. Comics with Drew says, can you give us a quick rundown on the various Cyberfrog card series, like P, R, 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 U, etc.? Dying for a checklist here. Cyberfrog trading cards are going to be P, that's protagonist. Those are the hero cards. R stands for rogue. So those are the villains. There is PP, which is Patreon puzzle cards. U stands for unforgettable. There's also W, warts and all. They're just various card series that are associated with, what they're connected to. So like all the Unforgettable Tales covers are going to have trading cards called U1, U2, U3. And warts and all cards are going to be cards from the past. There are 10 warts and all cards coming, and I think almost all of them are cards from the 90s series. So that's basically what it is. We are going to do a checklist. There are currently 8 trading cards, I believe. There are just 8 trading cards that are out and available, but we are going to have a shitload soon, like in the next week. Risey Lee says, Hail Crypto, says Risey Lee. Risey Lee says, join the fight against SJWs with our money. Peter's Fat says, you seem tired, Ethan. You okay, man? Do I seem tired to you? Really? Risey Lee, thanks for $5. Drew with Comics Elite says, attempted to read Liam's comic. Yeesh, it was bad. I read it. It was hard. It was a fucking nightmare. Risey Lee says, test was right. Let's see. Cumberbatch Pepperpot says, Peace Frog by Doors is a great song. Moon Doogie says, if you publish that Lennon cover, all of the SJWs would have to run to their safe spaces. Let me see. Is singing Ace of Base? Uncle E, would you play Doom if Alex Jones voiced the character? Says Nathaniel Larson. Yeah, of course. 200 Watt Studio says Smiller only wishes he was Ringo. Across the Universe was a decent movie for a musical, that is. It was probably Cecil's favorite movie, says David Bowser. I didn't see it. Let me see. I don't want to watch the WandaVision. I don't want to pirate anything. I'm just not into that. Reshoot so that Cyborg could have a penis. EJ Morgis's art is EJ Gorgeous Art, says Peppermint Oil Capsule. You better believe it. Black Superman, what are your thoughts? I think it's stupid, but whatever. I don't care. I just don't care what they do. SJWs can do whatever they want. I'm just not going to give them any money. And that's the way it is. EVS is dressed as a giant cheese grater, says 200 Watt Studio. Fatal J drops Ninja Blast on Friday. # Dark Council, says Damaj and I. Watch that fat boy move. Not fat for long, says Jay Gott. Let's create petitions to cancel the Superman film, says Genevieve Simmons. Hi, Ethan. eBay says that you don't ship to Argentina. Bad luck for me then, says Juan Santiago Balgoria. Well, that does suck. I don't know why that is. What do you think of Alec Baldwin's latest meltdown? Says Sean Connery versus applesauce. I haven't seen it, but I'll bet it's about his wife. I would love to see it. His wife pretended to be Spanish. She's like the female John Delarose. I mean, pretty impressive. She fooled him and the media for a long time. So I got to see his meltdown. Exploding Prinia says, does DC want Milestone to fail immediately? I hate seeing what they've done to McDuffie's legacy, dude. Milestone looks like shit. I watched Zach's video about it. It was garbage. It was absurd. By the way, I was only kidding, John Delarose. All right. So let me see. Let me refresh one more time. This chair is not comfortable. Like I'm sitting on the edge of it. It's not like my other chair. Will you ever resolicit warts and all? I sadly missed that, says Dr. Coffinels. It's all going to be eBay. Everything's going to be on eBay. So you don't worry. You'll be able to get everything. Morning E just yeeted a John Malin card on Patreon. They're sweet looking, says Granty's Nuts. Hey, congratulations. Blue Buds. I read that one. Star Circuit is $400 away from 10K and 4 new pages added. Back this turbocharged cyberpunk comic today, says Joe Catapano. Yeah, I'm going to put those John Malin cards up on eBay soon. It takes a long time to put those cards up one by one, but we'll do it. EVS's backside is so huge. He's always sitting on the edge of any chair. Yeah, EVS's ass outgrew his chair. It didn't. My chair's over there. This is a new chair. This is a new chair. Okay? So it's different than the one that I normally use. And it's not that comfortable. But it is good to draw in because it gets high up and I can lean over the desk and it's easier to draw on top of the page a little bit more. All right. So I want to say to you guys, what do I want to say to you guys? I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you for being here. I want to say thank you for joining me this morning. I hope you enjoyed this 3-hour live stream performance. I want you to think about Kelly Marie Tran tonight. And maybe when you hit your knees, you could ask the big man to think about Rose TICO a little bit too. Just a thought. Thank you, everyone. I will see you again soon with another video. Make sure to purchase your Cyberfrog 48-hour special on eBay. Links are in the description. Support Cyberfrog on Indiegogo. Support Trent Kanuga's Creed. Support Kyle Ritter's Starblades. Support Matt Martin's Snowman. And I will see you again soon with another video. Adios.